It's been 6 months now. 6 months since the Age of the Fall first made an impact here at Ring of Honor. And I'm starting to get, I don't want to say frustrated, it's more like disappointment. And not in us, not in what we've done, but more in the people out there. See, I think we overestimated your intelligence a little bit. You seem confused and don't understand what the Age of the Fall is all about. You think it's a ridiculous notion that we're using Ring of Honor and professional wrestling as a platform for a social revolution. Well, how come every time a celebrity uses their status to spout off their political views, you don't think that's ridiculous? Every time somebody wins an Academy Award and speaks nothing of movies, but rather uses that time to shove down your throats their views on whatever religion of the day is, you give them a free pass. Well, that just has to do with our celebrity-obsessed culture, which you're a part of. And some of you think that, well, we're too full of ourselves, we don't know what we're talking about, and our message is meaningless. Well, there's people out there that don't think that at all. There's Mike, who started a chapter of Age of the Fall in Washington, D.C. There's another young man who started a chapter of Age of the Fall called the Children of the Revolution in Virginia. There's a young man who's a teacher who got wrongfully accused of some pretty immoral accusations. And because of Age of the Fall, he was inspired to fight for his job and fight the system. There's another man who hadn't seen his daughter in years. And through the Age of the Fall, he summoned the courage to see his daughter for the first time in years and take her to the circus. He put some meaning back in his life. And there's one that's particularly poignant I'd like to read. An email we received from a young man named Eric. It's called Invisible. Invisible is being 26 and paralyzed, forced to live in a nursing home an hour away from your home because no other facility will take you because you're too young. I just discovered Age of the Fall, and it feels like home. I followed the blog, cannot watch Ring of Honor because this facility doesn't have pay-per-view or the Fight Channel. I can't afford the DVDs. Your blogs make me feel as though I can walk again as part of Age of the Fall. I'm the fallen and the forgotten. See, in Age of the Fall, we make the lame walk. We make the impossible possible. And those are the people we're here for. Almost a year ago, when I found love with Lacey, and I've been fighting for it and scraping for it, and I thought love was going to make me happy, and I realized it didn't. I went to my friend Tyler Black, and we got to talking, and he told me the reason I'm not happy is because love doesn't guarantee happiness. And we got to talking and decided, well, hell, a lot of things don't guarantee happiness that society tells you. They say find love and you'll be happy. Finish college, you'll be happy. Get married, you'll be happy. Have children, you'll be happy. Buy a house, you'll be happy. Find God, you'll be happy. Well, how come so many people have done that and so many of these people haven't found happiness? Those milestones that society sets for us doesn't mean anything. Then the Necker Butcher came along. And we talked to him. He believed everything we spoke. Just because he might be physically repulsive, people look at him a certain way, treat him a certain way, like he's just some sort of savage animal. And while you cheer for him for his violence and brutality, make no mistake about it, he does not do that for you. He does it for a cause, because he believes in something. Lacey, who's sick of a society where a woman's value is based on their physical beauty. Shows like Nip Tuck, magazines like YM that teach young girls that they're only worth what their body is. Then Alice in Wonderland, who drove 13 hours from Minnesota to Dayton just to meet me, just to show her appreciation, who followed Age of the Fall just to show that she believed in us. And Joey Matthews, what a story. He knows what it's all about. He walked the red carpet with celebrities. He was on top of the world. That man was on top of the world and threw it all away. because of demons this world puts in front of us. And when I found him, I saved him from his demons. I showed him a path. And he wears his shiny furry coat, not because it's glamorous, because he bears those chains and he's bound by them. And young Zach Gowen, he was supposed to be the biggest inspirational story that this wrestling business has ever seen. At 19 years old, he was in Madison Square Garden. He was in the ring with Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, bona fide legends of this business at 19. But because of his immaturity, because he was given too much too quickly, it was all flushed down the toilet. And that man went to dark places that no man should go. When I found him, I told him to stand up and fight for something. Now, Zach's here to redeem himself, looking for redemption in Age of the Fall. Those are the people we're here for. So, while you might not agree with our political stances, with our social revolution, you have to admit this, that we're fighters, and we fought for everything we've gotten since day one. When I hung Jay Briscoe above me, he bled pints of blood all over me. That was to show, that was to prove a point in the most vile, disgusting act in the history of the professional wrestling business. Don't forget about that. We did that for a reason. To prove that people like the Briscoes, who are in power, shouldn't be there. To prove a point. When I put the choke on Bryan Danielson and won that match, the biggest victory of my career, it wasn't because of how hard I hit, it was because of how hard I can get hit and get back up and keep fighting, because that's what we do in Age of the Fall. We're fighters. We don't fight for nothing, we fight for a cause, we fight for a purpose. So without purpose, life is meaningless. Look into my eyes when I say that. Life is meaningless without a purpose. You can walk that line, walk right over the edge, follow the rest of them. When I came into Ring of Honor, I came here as a kid, a 19-year-old kid. I'm a 24-year-old man, and you bet your ass that I scraped and crawled for everything I got. Now we're waging a war against complacency, trying to save the society that our parents' generation destroyed. The war is no longer waiting. The war is here. And the time to move is now. You can stand up and be counted and fight for something and live for something. Or you can sit there and get knocked the fuck over!
ROHvideos.com is the official video hub of Ring of Honor on the internet. Follow ROH for free through the Video Wire, featuring exclusive content and matches you won't see anywhere else. Introduce new fans to Ring of Honor through the rostered videos and welcome video, plus more that you won't see anywhere else. Go to ROHvideos.com and follow Ring of Honor for free.
This is Dave Prazak here at the ROH Studios for a very special edition of the ROH Video Wire. I'm going to be joined in just a moment by the ROH World Champion Nigel McGuinness for a sit-down interview coming up here on the Video Wire.
There's no way he's getting up from that.
Joining me at this time here in the ROH Studios is the World Champion Nigel McGuinness. And Nigel, my first question as part of this interview is, you've been World Champion for 6 months now. And do you feel that being World Champion has changed you at all?
No, it ain't changed me one bit. What has changed is how people view me. Take the boys, for example. Before I won this belt, They're all buddy-buddy with me, shook my hand, perfectly friendly. But now I've got this belt, completely changed. Everybody's gunning for me. I can't trust a soul. But that's okay, I guess that's the way I like it. And then when you talk about the fans, before I won this belt, every time I went to the ring, I couldn't hear myself think for all the Nigel chants. And now that I am the champion, now that's all changed.
Why do you think that's the case?
I'll tell you why. Because every one of those fans wants to be what I am. They want to be the champion. And they realise they can't be the champion. They realise they're never going to have the guts to train to be a professional wrestler and be the champion. So, what they do is they want to get behind me. Because they think that somehow if they get behind me and I win this belt, it will make their life worthwhile. But what happens, of course, is I win the belt, next morning they wake up and they realise they're in the exact same position. Their life's no more worthwhile than it ever was before. And the bottom line is, for that, they hate me. And the boys hate me. And you probably hate me as well, Prozac, with your stupid $10 haircut and your silly red tie.
Hey, don't take this out on me. It's the fans, not
Fans. Okay, well, what else are the fans saying about me?
me. Well, the fans are saying that you should do less lariats.
Are you kidding me?
That's a common complaint.
Too many lariats?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell, like, the champion boxer not to throw left hooks if that's what knocks people out? Are you going to tell, like, your star quarterback not to throw Hail Marys if they're the ones that people are running in for touchdowns? You're not. The bottom line is, I throw lariats because lariats work. You know, I was trading wristlocks for a long time, I wasn't getting the job done. I'm sorry, girls, but lariats won me this belt, so you're going to see a lot more of them.
Well, you know, a lot of fans have said that they're frustrated at your constant injuries. You're always getting hurt. The world champion is always injured.
They're frustrated. Don't you think I'm frustrated? Do you think I enjoy being in an emergency room at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting my face stitched up? You think I enjoy not being able to walk off a plane 3 days later? You think that's fun for me, Prozac? Well, it ain't fun. How about I get some sympathy instead of all that heat? How about people give me some respect for battling through all the injuries that I've battled through? You know, if there's heat to be had, surely it should be directed at those fans who just are so insensitive that they don't even care about my future. What else are these people saying about me?
Well, a lot of fans have said that, well, they're of the opinion that you should have won the belt about 6 months before you actually did. You should have won the title belt earlier.
No shit. I didn't try to win the belt 6 months earlier. I haven't been given everything I possibly could to wear this belt around my waist. Of course I tried. Of course I'd have loved to have won it 6 months earlier, you know. I could have saved myself all those trips to the fucking hospital. All the concussions, you know. I mean, isn't it about time I got some respect for everything that I've gone through to wear this belt? Any other sport, you know, football or boxing or baseball, someone gets injured, what happens? They take time off, they get paid. But in wrestling, no. We're just supposed to carry on like robots until we give up, until the next sacrificial lamb is brought in. Oh, Prozac, I'm a human being. I'm not a robot. You know, and if I have to be called a pussy, if I have to be vilified by the pro wrestling community just to protect my future health, well, I'll do it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
There's nothing else.
No.
So, do you want to punch him in the face?
No,
You going to do your job or not? You going to do your job or not?
Yes, I'm gonna do my job.
And read what that says.
All right. Well, some of the fans, this is the fans. They have said McLariat can't carry the company.
You want to say that again? You scared?
The fans have said McLariat can't carry the company. What are your thoughts?
You know, opinions, and you may have heard this, Prozac, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one, but most of the time they're full of shit. But who are these people? Who is the almighty smart Mark who knows who can carry a company and who can't, you know? Aren't these the same people that said Morishima was a terrible champion? until he spent 8 months destroying everybody? And aren't these the same people who, they may not admit it now, but when Dragon first got that belt, they said he was boring, they said he had no personality, and he'd never be a good champion. Is that not true?
Some of the fans did.
Some of the fans did say that, because it's easy. It's easy to not. But what's not so easy is to come up with something better. I mean, anybody can sit there and say this is rubbish, but who can come up with a better idea? And who can stake their livelihood on it? I tell you who can't. Some 14-year-old virgin on MySpace. Here's an idea. Turn off your computer, get a life, and get the courage to talk to somebody. Maybe a girl. And if you've really got any good ideas, you can send them in to I'mAfuckingMark.com. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, the reason I'm such a good champ is because I play the part. I'm the reason that girls watch Ring of Honor, because most of them show up and get scared off by most of the pathetic individuals who come to watch the shows, you know? I mean, who else is going to be in my spot? Who else? Name someone.
Oh, Austin Aries.
Aries? Aries is a good-looking guy. If you're into guys who are 5'1", and the bottom line is he's TNA's trash. I mean, you said the same thing before we turned the camera on.
Come on, I
mean, Dragon? You're going to put Dragon on the poster? Some albino, clam-digging virgin? No girl's going to be interested in that. Well, Castanoli. I mean, he's tall. He's good-looking.
He looks the part.
He looks the part.
Yeah.
He should be advertising Propecia, not pro wrestling.
That sounds like fighting words to me.
Oh, yes, that's what they are. They are fighting words. But back to your original question, I haven't changed one bit. Everybody else has.
Well, is there anything else that you would like to add in closing before we conclude this edition of the ROH Video Wire?
Yes, there is, actually. And this goes out to anyone, like I said, who doesn't think that I deserve this belt around my waist and thinks they can take it away from me. This goes out to anyone. You, Prazak, anybody who thinks they're a tough guy in a bar, MMA fighter, or whatever you want. If you think you can take this belt, you'll find me in the middle of the ring. Give it a shot, because I swear I will break your friggin' jaw.
Hey everybody, I'm sure you know who I am by now, but if not, I am the original diva, Tammy Lensich. And there's going to be sunny days ahead in beautiful Orlando, Florida, March 28th and 29th. So I hope to see all my Ring of Honor fans there, and Lacey, I'll be looking out for you as well.
Make sure you get this, okay? Jimmy asked for this.
Yeah. The reason he asked for it is because he's adamant that we have to get Austin Aries on board with Age of the Fall by this coming weekend in Orlando. He wants me to talk to him, so I'm gonna go try to smooth things over, bring him over with us, alright?
Alright. You know, what, on second thought, why don't you let us go talk to him? Think we can convince him? Definitely. I think we can convince him.
Alright, I'll leave it up to you ladies.
Just We'll be back. We'll be back.
Have fun.
Yes! What a day! You can't. No. What a day! What a day for Larry Sweeney, because the new era has begun and the hostile takeover is upon us. I love it. I love it. And this isn't some normal hostile takeover. I'm not going after management. No. What I'm doing, I'm going after wrestlers. Wrestlers like Adam Pearce. Wrestlers who are going to win titles in Ring of Honor, increase your value. What's going to happen when you increase your value? We're going to dance, baby. Going to dance. Making it a big boss. That's right, baby. The titles are first. Vince's money is second. You know, BJ Whitmer. Stop it. You know, Alfred, you deal with the Hangman 3. Hangman 3 no longer in existence. Now we're part of that. My group, Sweet and Sour Incorporated. BJ, you didn't want to take the deal, and you saw what happened. You're on the way to the hospital right now. You were yesterday's news, and you're today's garbage. And I know we ain't going to be hearing from you for a long, long time. Hey, Brent, yes. Say I'm going to high five, man. Oh, feels so good. Big day, so good. Great match. Great match. This is great. This is a big stuff. Let's go on, man. Let's have some steaks, huh? We'll get some steaks. Steaks on me. Yeah, it's a beer. All right, we're making money. Beautiful! Beautiful! I love it. If you eat salad, fat boy, you don't get to come. I love it. Yes!
Austin Aries. We've been waiting a while to hear an answer from you. You know you belong with us. You feel the same way we do.
I feel the same way you do. How's that? How do I feel? Tell me how I feel. You don't know how I feel, so let me tell you how I feel. I feel like I'm concentrating on one thing. It's not you or your girlfriend or your little group, your little circle. It's not Tammy Sitch and her favors she's offering me and the things she thinks she can do for me. I'm focused on one thing. That's Nigel McGuinness and the ROH World Title. You ladies have a good day.
What about the fans that still support you? There are some who have changed, but what about the fans that are still behind Nigel McGuinness?
Nobody ever gave me a chance. Everybody doubted me from the very first time I said I was going to be a professional wrestler. No one gave me a chance. They said I was going to fail. Well, I didn't fail. I didn't fail then, and I ain't going to fail now.
Well, let's go back to the 6th anniversary show, Manhattan, New York City, February 23rd, where you wrestled Bryan Danielson. That whole opening promo in Manhattan, where you said that you were concerned about your head. Was that all a plan?
Why should I answer such a stupid question, Razak? You know, did I outsmart Dragon? Did I outsmart the fans? If I did, I'm a pretty intelligent guy. And if I am so intelligent, why would I be so dumb enough to tell you now? The bottom line was, an opportunity presented itself, and I took that opportunity. And just to let you know, and let anybody else know, if that opportunity presents itself again, I promise you, I'm going to take it.
Are you making threats?
Well, if you feel threatened, that's good. Because the truth is, I've had enough. I've had enough of the doubters. I've had enough of the haters. You know, anyone out there who thinks they can take me on, bring it on. You know, I'm not saying I'm the toughest. I'm not saying I'm the strongest. I'm the biggest. I'm the best fighter in the world. What I'm saying is, if you think you are, come on, have a go.
Well, let's talk top challengers. At the end of this month, you have a rematch of a match that some people are calling an ROH Classic against Austin Aries.
Aries is a hell of a wrestler. I'll give him that. I mean, that's clear evidence how much of a wrestler he is. He's fast. He's very difficult to slow down. But I'm going to be honest with you. Since he come back from TNA, he ain't been the same. He's not himself.
Well, then April 12th, Kevin Steen gets a title shot, the shot that he earned in Long Island.
Kevin Steen.
Yes.
You know, Ring of Honor core audience is largely overweight and troubled by acne. Ring of Honor core audience loves Kevin Steen.
What are you trying to say?
You link the dots. You know, I'm not going to knock the guy. He's a big guy, he's got a lot of charisma, he's a hell of a wrestler. But he's a fat Canuck with a pizza face, and there's no way he's wearing this belt.
Well, then there's a guy that you faced more than a few times before. Claudio Castagnoli, he's been calling you out.
I mentioned Claudio before, and I might be scared if he could string a sentence together. But last I heard, Germany lost the war, so he shouldn't even be allowed in the country, let alone have a title match against me. You know, people love him, and I understand how that works. But people don't understand. Claudio is falling apart. I mean, he's so frightened, his hair's falling out.
Oh, that's really funny.
It's not funny, Prazak, it's sad. And you know what else is sad? I should be a god in Ring of Honor. Yet instead, I'm doubted and I'm vilified.
This belt stays right here.
This is Rebecca Bayless here in Orlando, Florida, where Ring of Honor is making their debut tonight as part of a double shot weekend. As you can see, the fans are filing in and getting ready for a show, which is sure to be full of Ring of Honor action. There's many luminaries in attendance here tonight. We have Bushwhacker Luch and Tammy Stitch signing autographs behind me. We also have the Stars of Dragon Gate here for this very special weekend.
Hang on, cut this music right now.
What's going on? What's that?
You're looking at the wire art right here. Put on some good music for us.
What are they doing?
The baby making music. Let's make it happen. Come here, baby.
Why is
Young Wiggins ready for action. Taking over Florida.
We'll get
Taking over Ring of Honor.
out here. We'll just have to shoot it
Look at
again.
the best team. The natural pretty kids. The unsigned Mike Salinaro. And Jason Knockoff, you're in. We are young, rich, and ready for action. Everything you guys want to be. That's right. We're your favorite wrestlers, We're your crowd popping, body rocking, show stopping, head to face heartbreakers. We're here to take over this moment. Two words, baby.
It's good. Oh my God, what is this?
I know you love the wall. Let's see the wall.
security or something in here? Like, is there security?
And that's how we do it in the YRR.
Let's just go to Eric Stevens backstage.
Don't be a fool! That's my dog. Okay.
Big weekend. Big weekend for Ring of Honor. Big weekend for Eric Stevens. I was born and bred and raised in Florida. I made my name here. And now Ring of Honor is debuting in Florida. And I have to have a huge weekend. And I'm going to have a huge weekend. And I'm starting tonight in a 6-man tag against 3 guys who I have no shortage of issues with, the No Remorse Corps. But my teammates are 2 of the best from Japan. One of the best from Dragon Gate, Shima. One of the best from Noah, Goshi Ozaki. And with those guys on my side, I'm going to take care of business. I'm going to show up. I'm going to make the best of my opportunity. I'm going to show everybody in Florida that Eric Stevens is the best that Florida has and the best that Ring of Honor has to offer.
Our opening contest is a non-title match. It is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. First, from London, England, weighing 242 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness. Shut your mouths, I'm going to the back, I ain't coming back out. Now, because I'm Ring of Honor champion, and I am Ring of Honor champion, Ring of Honor officials have told me to come out here and welcome you all tonight. So, welcome to Ring of Honor. By the sounds of things, some of you probably want to see me lose this belt this weekend. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that ain't gonna happen. There are people here tonight from 40 states across America and from 20 countries all around the world. And not one of you pansy, shirt-lifting Nancy boys can get this belt away from me. I dare you to get in this ring, because I'll kill every one of you. Anyone. Just what I thought. None of you got the balls. You can't do it, pal. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. And Austin Aries, tomorrow night, sunshine, you can't do it either. because I am Nigel McGuinness. I am the Ring of Honor World Champion, which makes me the best wrestler in the world today. You can boo all you want. All you have to do is take a look at this belt around my waist. You can pucker up because you can kiss it. I ain't joking. Anyone wants to have a go? Come on in, I'll break your friggin' jaw. Weighing 189 pounds, Delirious!
It is March 28th, 2008. Ring of Honor debuts in Orlando, Florida. We are at the Downtown Recreation Complex for the Dragon Gate Challenge 2. Dave Prazak joined at this time by Lenny Leonard.
Two big shows this weekend here in Orlando. As you said tonight, Dragon Gate Challenge 2. The show's going to feature a series of matches between the athletes of Ring of Honor and wrestlers from Japan from the Dragon Gate promotion. Tomorrow night, Super Card of Honor 3, more of a traditional Ring of Honor show. You'll see our biggest feuds and rivalries. And culminating in the main event, the six-man match of the Dragon Gate wrestlers that has stolen the show the last 2 years here when they've made their way to the U.S.
Delirious is all fired up. Ready to go in this non-title opening contest against the ROH World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
Oh, Mickey Mouse McGuinness! Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
Delirious and the fans getting under the skin of the world champ, and Nigel didn't seem too happy when he came out here on the mic a little bit ago.
Well, he's only going to defend the championship one time this weekend. As he said, tomorrow night, the Super Card of Honor 3, he will be taking on Austin Aries in a rematch from the Rising Above pay-per-view. So here tonight, the world champion in your opening contest against Delirious to kick off this huge weekend in ROH history.
Nice go behind into the hammerlock by McGuinness. Turns Delirious back around and right down off his feet, continuing to control the arm. Drives the hip down right onto the elbow. Trying to take away the left arm of Delirious. We've seen Nigel utilize the London Dungeon of late, that arm submission hold. Now obviously looking to target that body part on Delirious.
Delirious, the head trainer of the ROH Wrestling Academy. For more information, visit ROHWrestling.com.
And this jam-packed crowd here in Orlando solidly behind Delirious.
A snapmare and a hard kick to the back. As Nigel has some words for the fans here in Orlando, but Delirious back to his feet.
Series of chops to the chest. Delirious off the ropes. Ducks underneath. Snapmares the champ. And returns the favor, driving the boot between the shoulder blades.
The crowd a little bit more appreciative when Delirious does it.
Delirious doesn't usually call them wankers and such.
That's right. Well, how can you tell? He doesn't really speak English. Not proper English anyway. A little bit here and there.
Not the Queen's English like Nigel.
Delirious. As a European uppercut from Nigel McGuinness takes Delirious down to his knees. Hear the fans booing Nigel McGuinness as Delirious up and over, out to the apron he goes.
Tell Nigel to bring it on.
Goes to the other corner.
Hey, bring it on, man.
Other corner.
I don't think Nigel's going to catch him.
It's a victory for Delirious.
Oh, victory of sorts.
Yes.
Well, he's asking Nigel to come on out to the floor, and
they're going to battle on the outside or the inside as Delirious back inside the squared circle.
He sort of presented himself kind of like Nigel there.
Yes, mocking him quite a bit. Fans getting behind Delirious, and
Delirious getting behind Nigel McGuinness and kicking him out to the apron.
I wouldn't want to get behind Nigel McGuinness when he presents himself in such a manner, but here comes Delirious.
Nigel able to avoid him once but not twice.
Shot right to the top of the head. The spiky head of the world champion.
Senton off the apron by Delirious, and the back of McGuinness's head hit that steel folding chair.
It would indeed be the suicide flip of Delirious. Pulling Nigel up on the floor. Looking to bring it back inside underneath the bottom rope.
Nigel still clutching the back of his head. He's had issues with concussions over the past month or two.
Well, the panic attack might give him another. Here comes Delirious.
Well, Nigel saw him coming, had the foot up in position. May have caught Delirious a little bit low.
Definitely. He's in a lot of pain right now. Hammerlocks the arm and drives him down to the canvas with a modified STO, crashing down onto the arm of Delirious.
Delirious using his head as a weapon. Drive it to the midsection of McGuinness, who clubs down across the back. Delirious trying to crawl his way to the corner. Nigel right there after him.
Pulling him out of the corner. Continues to go to work on that arm.
He continues to mock the fans here in Orlando.
You have to watch out for that London Dungeon, the arm submission. Nigel has been utilizing quite frequently as of late.
Out of the corner.
Pulling Delirious out of the corner once again. Bringing away on the arm. Again in hammerlock position. And kicking away the legs, hammerlock divorce court.
That's really a testament to the way Nigel has changed up his game since becoming the ROH World Champion. Cover right there. So many people began to realize how much Nigel relied on the lariat to win so many of his matches. But there he looks like he's trying to lock it in right now, and Delirious makes his way to the ropes to force the break. Then Nigel came up with a very effective new wrinkle that so far no one's had an answer for.
The London Dungeon earning submission victories for the world champion. And Delirious had it scouted. As soon as Nigel was going to cinch the hold in, he reached the ropes and forced a break. Shot right to the midsection of Delirious. Staying on his feet, but he's doubled over. And a European uppercut from Nigel.
Delirious still, for the moment, was still staying on his feet, but unable to keep his balance. Down to the canvas he falls, and Nigel in command of the matchup. Backs Delirious to the ropes, and just pulling on that arm. The elbow hung up on the top rope. More damage done to that left arm.
He's told the referee he had until 5. Shot at Brian Danielson right there. He's got Delirious sent to the ropes. Sunset flip attempt. Can he take him over? No, Nigel does more damage to the arm.
So much damage done to the left arm already by McGuinness. Delirious unable to take the champ off his feet with that sunset flip. Nigel made him pay one more time.
Delirious trying to pull himself back up to a standing position. Nigel now pulling him up by the mask. These fans encouraging Delirious. Reversal of the Irish whip. Nigel puts on the brakes in the corner. Gets the elbow up to the side of the face of Delirious. And again, using his head as a weapon as Nigel was perched in the corner. A headbutt from Delirious.
Delirious back to his feet. Nigel still doubled over in pain. Series of strikes from the masked man. Step up Enziguri.
Nice combination from Delirious.
Kick right to the face. Leaping lariat.
And Delirious getting a burst of adrenaline here. The champ back to his feet, kicking away. Delirious now. Neckbreaker to the knee. Cover. Only gets 2.
Delirious going right for the Cobra clutch.
Trying to lock in that Cobra stretch submission. But Nigel to his feet as soon as he felt the Cobra clutch was cinched in and driving Delirious into the corner to break free.
Yeah, but Nigel having such a height advantage, it's a very difficult hold for Delirious to maintain if Nigel gets to his feet. Charges and runs into the boot. Delirious right to the top. Missile drop kick right to the back.
He's got Nigel down in the corner once again. Could Delirious possibly go for the panic attack once again? This time he connects. The knee right to the side of the head of Nigel McGuinness. And now Delirious going to take another chance. All the way to the top rope. Big leapfrog. Couldn't go for Shadows Over Hell. Big lariat from Nigel.
Just took his head off. And plants him right on the top. Traps the head. Delirious trying to fight his way out. Nigel looking for the Tower of London. Unable to hit it, but nails the European.
To the second rope goes Nigel. Superplex possibly, but Delirious with shots knocks Nigel down. Delirious to the top rope. Nigel back to his feet. Went for Shadows Over Hell, but a shot right to the arm of Delirious on the way down.
And right to the London Dungeon he's going.
The London Dungeon cinched in and Delirious is forced to tap.
Here is your winner by submission, the Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
A good effort from Delirious in this non-title matchup, but Nigel McGuinness picks up the victory. And tomorrow night, Super Card of Honor 3, he puts the belt on the line against Austin Aries.
Introducing team number 1. They're representing the YRR. First co-holder of the FIP Tag Team Championship, Kenny King. His partner is the FIP Florida Heavyweight Champion, Sal Rivero. And a combined weight of 389 pounds, representing the Future Squad, the team of Jigsaw and Ruckus.
Tag team action starting off with a bang. It's
It's the YRR, they're young, rich, and ready for action of the FIP Florida Heritage Champions, Sal Renaro, and one half of the FIP Tag Team Champions, Kenny King, accompanied by Chase and Rance and some random broads, taking on the Vulture Squad of Jigsaw and Ruckus. It's Ruckus and Kenny King inside the ring. Sal Renaro and Jigsaw continuing to battle out on the floor. Referee Kentucky Jordan's going to have his hands full with this one.
Went for that handspring right there, did Ruckus, but got drop kicked out to the floor. Sal Renaro chopping away at the chest of Jigsaw. And Kenny King takes to the air.
And there you see the great physical tools that Kenny King has been on display with in the state of Florida for the past several years, really making a name for himself down here and trying to earn a permanent spot here on the ROH roster.
He's a great athlete, and now the YRR looking to double team Ruckus back inside the ring. Sent to the corner. Sal Renaro comes charging in with the clothesline. Kenny King, 2 knees right to the chest. Great momentum.
Springboard lariat from the outside by Renaro, and the YRR in command.
Rolls Ruckus over, going for the cover here, but not hooking the leg, and Ruckus able to kick out.
Being, Florida natives, they know all the hot spots here in Orlando. Chase and Rance could be out in the town tonight.
Oh, without a doubt. That's the case every night with the YRR.
That limo parked out back, they're ready to go.
Definitely. Off the ropes comes Ruckus. His clothesline down to the canvas by Kenny King.
King hooks the leg, goes for the cover, only gets 2. Ruckus able to get the left shoulder up.
Jigsaw encouraging his partner here, getting these fans behind Ruckus as Kenny King places him up top.
Well, fans were going to be behind whoever was taking on the YRR tonight. What was with the YRR disrespecting Butch like a loop before the show?
Unbelievable. He's a legend of professional wrestling.
No respect. The YRR think they've got money because they're great athletes, and Kenny King proves my point right there.
Great leaping ability right there as well. And now Sal Renaro, Bulldog off the top rope on Ruckus. Cover. But able to kick out.
We're normally used to talking about the athleticism of Jigsaw and Ruckus in their matches, but Sal Renaro and Kenny King matching that athleticism and maybe even exceeding it a little bit here in the opening part of this matchup. Fist drop from Renaro. Nip up.
Yeah, they haven't really given the Vulture Squad an opportunity to display their athleticism, their agility as of yet in this contest, and it's working very well for the YRR. They have maintained the advantage.
The tag to Kenny King. Ruckus sent off the rope. Sal drops down. The leg lariat knocks him right back down to the canvas one more time. The cocky cover only gets a 2 count.
A very cocky tag team. Not cocky Chase and Rance in their corner.
He's cocky too.
He's not cocky. Didn't you see what it says on his bathrobe? Makes the tag back, and comes the FIP Florida Heritage Champion, Sal Renaro. Double team work from the YRR.
Handspring right through that double team attempt. Miscommunication on the part of the YRR, and Jigsaw is going to make the tag.
Off the top rope. Crossbody takes them both down.
3/4 of the way across the ring, Jigsaw flew. Taking on both members of the YRR. King into the ropes. Elbow takes him down. Running knee strike knocks down Renaro as well.
Jigsaw's been waiting a while on that apron to get tagged in, and now he's really going to work on the YRR. Double team work now from the Vulture Squad. The Razzle Dazzle from Ruckus. Cradles the leg, rolls through. Into the sit-out powerbomb. But Kenny King right there to make the save.
All 4 men in the ring. I said Kentucky Jordan was going to have his hands full, and he certainly does. Spine buster by Kenny King.
There's Jigsaw from behind on Kenny King, now chopping away at the chest. Sends Kenny King into the rope, stuck at the clothesline, and a kick from Ruckus takes King off his feet.
Kenny's going to go to the outside, try and buy some time, but Renaro left in the ring with the Vulture Squad. Jigsaw forearm shot, backs him into the corner. Knee to the midsection by Renaro. Goes to the eyes.
Gives Sal Renaro the advantages. But over in the corner goes Jigsaw. He's got Sal up on his back, going for the jig and tonic. Ruckus to the top rope.
ringside Ruckus, the Vulture Squad.
A double stomp gin and tonic from the Vulture Squad. Devastating maneuver earns them the victory here in this tag team matchup.
Jade, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Howard.
How you doing? Check it out, our private suite. Come on, get used to it, buddy. This is how things roll. Private accommodations for the cream of the crop. Represented by Sweet and Sour Incorporated, and represented here tonight by only you and me. And, I gotta ask you, Brett Albright, Adam Pearce, how's their vacation going?
They're
they loving it? They loving it?
Loving the sun.
Good. Here we are, Orlando, baby. The biggest weekend for Ring of Honor. And where's Brett Albright? He's on vacation. Adam Pearce as well. Where's Chris Hero? He's holding out for more money. Daniel Pure, holding out for more money. And this is the way that it's gonna be. The hostile takeover has begun. And the fans will revolt because the biggest stars are signed with Larry Sweeney, and they ain't here. And I know there's gonna be an uproar. There's gonna be furor. They're gonna be rioting in the streets. And then those Ring of Honor officials are gonna have no option but to meet my demands and cave in. The hostile takeover is happening, and it's starting now.
Thank you.
Introducing first, weighing 75 kilos, Genki Horiguchi. Weighing 205 pounds, Austin Aries.
The opening bell sounds for the first matchup as part of the Dragon Gate Challenge 2 series. A singles matchup, the only singles bout as part of the series here between Austin Aries of Ring of Honor and Genki Horiguchi from Dragon Gate.
And Austin Aries getting the honors of going first by virtue of being the ace of Ring of Honor. Very prestigious honor for Austin Aries. Genki Horiguchi certainly going to have his hands full. You got to wonder if Aries has tomorrow night on his mind in a world title shot against Nigel McGuinness.
He does need to focus on his opponent for this evening. But yeah, a very important matchup for Austin Aries tomorrow night. Genki Horiguchi from the Muscle Outlaws faction in Dragon Gate. It's a very unique look.
He's got a lot of hair on the back of his head.
Yes, he does.
Multicolored hair.
Into the hammerlock on Austin Aries goes Horiguchi. Aries sits down, trying to escape, wraps the legs around the head. and claps the legs around the ears. Right back to his feet comes Aries into the side headlock.
In addition to the world title match tomorrow night, Aries has a lot of things on his mind here. He's got the Age of the Fall recruiting him very heavily over the past several months. Tammy Sitch trying to be the voice of reason, keeping him away from the Age of the Fall, offering him money, fame, sex. Wow, I mean, doing everything she can to try and keep him away. And Austin Aries has a lot of things going on in his head right now, and you hope he's able to stay focused.
Well, he's looking very good. Some nice arm drags right there now, controlling the arm of Horiguchi, despite all of the things that he has on his mind, including Tammy Sitch and potentially Lacey. Lots of decisions for Austin Aries to make coming up.
And all of that going on while he still has the goal he's had for quite some time since coming back to Ring of Honor, and that is being the first two-time world champ.
Really wrenching back. Pinning predicament right here. Had the shoulders of Horiguchi against the canvas, but only got two.
Right back to the offensive, but a shot to the midsection. Aries able to duck that attempt. Gutbuster, STO. And then drives the elbow right to the chest of Horiguchi. Cover!
Trademark Austin Aries right there, but Horiguchi hanging in there, kicking out. Horiguchi trying to take advantage of the situation, going to the eyes, taking away the vision of Austin Aries.
Not afraid to take a shortcut. He'd been on the receiving end of some punishment for the past several minutes and needed to try and stop the momentum that Aries was beginning to build, and went to the eyes to do just that. Shoulder tackle, and down goes Aries. Up and over goes Horiguchi off the ropes. Leapfrog by Aries. Horiguchi off the ropes. Hip toss block, going for the backslide. Aries trying to fight him off.
Horiguchi known for the backslide. Used to do the backslide from heaven, but as of late has been known to use a low blow and then the backslide. The backslide from hell, but couldn't get it. And now Austin Aries with knee strikes to the head of Horiguchi, and he quickly scurried underneath the bottom rope and out to the floor.
Aries trying to soften him up for the last chancery, but Horiguchi made his way to the floor and drags Aries under the bottom rope out there with him. Connects with a big right hand and sends Aries crashing into the barricade.
Grabs a chair from the crowd, but Todd Sinclair trying to put a stop to him utilizing the chair. Good officiating by the senior official here in Ring of Honor.
Fans getting on the case of Horiguchi. So Aries still feeling the effects, but fires with a chop, and Genki fires back. Right back to the eyes one more time he goes.
Of course, Genki Horiguchi has seen action in Ring of Honor before, most recently at ROH's Live in Osaka event last July.
Backs Aries to the ropes and fires him off. Leg lariat takes Aries off his feet. Caught him right on the jaw. Genki starting to take the control of this matchup away from Aries. Sets him in the corner, has that leg wrapped around the second rope. Todd Sinclair asking for the break. Aries still hung up in the corner. And a drop kick right to the inside of the thigh.
Good work from Horiguchi, picking that one body part, trying to do damage to it. Keeping control of the leg now, pulling Aries out of the corner. Takes him off his feet. And big splash down across the leg.
Seems going to target the leg of Aries. His shoulders to the canvas, feeling the pain right there for a 1 count, but it's a shoulder up in time, and now looking to grab hold of the head, but Genki really wrenching down on the ankle. Aries drops that elbow pad down a bit. It's the bony part of the elbow right into the side of the head of Horiguchi. Still refusing to relinquish the hold.
Whatever will do the most damage to earn ROH a victory here in this first matchup between Ring of Honor and Dragon Gate tonight.
Fans urging Aries back to his feet, but just that quickly. A drop kick again to the outside of the thigh sends him back down to the canvas.
Horiguchi just kind of glaring at these Orlando fans. He's giving Austin Aries the opportunity to get back to a standing position, but definitely feeling the effects on that leg.
Scooping a slam by Genki. Makes his way to the corner.
Goes for the moonsault off the second rope, but Aries moved out of harm's way. And Genki favoring his midsection now.
Trying to gasp for some air there as Aries tries to shake some feeling back into that leg. Overhand chops in the corner.
Reversal of the Irish whip. Aries out to the apron he goes. Genki charges right into a shoulder block to the midsection. And now it's Aries to the top. Big chop off the top and chops him down to the mat. Cover.
Hooks the leg, but Genki able to get the shoulder up. Aries looks to maintain the advantage. Sends him off. Nope, reversal by Genki. Aries off the ropes, puts on the brakes. Elevates Genki over the top and out to the floor. Aries looking to take a chance.
Driving the back of Horiguchi into the steel barricade with the heat-seeking missile. Aries now bringing the action back inside.
And starting to hear it from this jam-packed crowd. Up and over and drives the elbow. Not once but twice now, repeatedly to the side of the head of Genki Horiguchi.
All the way across the ring, Austin Aries charges, going for that drop kick in the corner, but Genki Horiguchi got the boot up. Swinging DDT, plants Aries head first.
Right into the cover, but did not hook the leg. Aries got the shoulder up. Genki says that's it.
Gonna try to finish him off here. But Aries driving him into the buckle. Combination of strikes from Austin Aries, getting very aggressive in the corner now.
Repeatedly driving the knee to the midsection. And backs his way across the ring. Able to nail the drop kick this time. Cover!
Only two. Horiguchi able to kick out. Looking for the brainbuster is Austin Aries. Got him up. Genki blocking the attempt. And lands one of his own.
Nice show of power by Horiguchi. Cover. Couldn't keep him down.
Horiguchi back to a standing position. Aries feeling the effects of that brainbuster.
It's the second time in the last minute or two he's been dropped right on his head.
He's going for the beach break right there, but Aries got the shoulders against the canvas. Back and forth it goes. It's all about leverage.
The men able to maintain the advantage there in that skirmish. And for the backslide.
Can't keep him down. Goes for the kick to the head, but avoids it. Roll up. Near fall for Horiguchi.
Got a roll. Aries reverses. Only gets two. Drives the boot right to the midsection.
Austin Aries comes out on the winning end of that exchange. Two very quick wrestlers inside cradle. Only two. Kick to the head. Brainbuster. Holding out of the head, knee strikes now from Austin Aries.
Last chancery. Horiguchi taps.
Here is your winner by submission, Austin Aries.
You hear the fans chanting, next world champ. Not only does Austin Aries give ROH the lead 1-0, but he has momentum now going into tomorrow night against Nigel McGuinness. What's going on?
Austin Aries. Up here, brother. Austin Aries. The revolution known as the Age of the Fall is here in Orlando. You want me to jump because you fear me. You fear the unknown. They fear the outcast, Austin. All these people, they don't understand people like you and me. I put the offer out there 2 months ago, Austin. 2 months. And it's time. It's time for an answer. I need to know. You can walk in the field with these sheep, stay in limbo. Or you can stand for something. Stand by us and be a part of something. But Austin, I know where your head's at right now. And think about this. Think about this, Austin. You have a world title match tomorrow against Nigel McGuinness. So, with the Age of the Fall behind you, I can guarantee a victory for you. Austin, Austin, I need an answer right now. Don't turn your back on me, Austin.
Mr. Aries. You know, you've had a long time to think over our offer. What you people say means nothing to him. He's just like us. You know you are just like us. It is time to make a decision, Austin. So why don't you come with me and I'll show you what our revolution can do for you. Remember me? Remember me from Manhattan? Now, sweetie, I couldn't help overhearing, but I feel so bad for you. You're so confused in so many different ways. He's trying to pull you his way, she's trying to pull you her way, and sweetie, you have too much going on right now to worry about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this real easy on you. Baby, just come with me. You know my track record. I've brought mediocre wrestlers to superstardom.
Hold on a second. I don't mean to interrupt. That's great what you've done for mediocre wrestlers, but quite frankly, I'm not mediocre. You got something else you want to say?
I never said you were mediocre, but honey, you can tell by my low-cut top. I can do a lot more for you than she can.
Maybe you can. All right. Now listen, ladies. You're right. For months, for months, I've been listening to you, I've been listening to you, I've been listening to Jimmy Jacobs, and you're all telling me what I need. Let me tell you ladies something. Matter of fact, let me tell you two things. Thing number one, I don't have any problems getting ladies, okay? That's not my problem. What is my problem is tomorrow night and regaining the ROH World Championship. And I don't have to tell anyone sitting out here that there would be a sweeter place to do it than right here in Orlando, Florida. So until then, I've got nothing else to say.
that much. Everybody give it up. She's a riot. She's a comedian, isn't she? Well, Lacey, I gotta point something out for you, honey. I hope you realize the only reason that you're even employed in this industry is because I paved the way for whores like you. And you should get down on your knees and respect me for everything I've done for women in this business. And baby girl, the only reason that you're in ROH as a wrestler is you don't have what it takes to cut it as a diva. And that's why everybody's online taking Polaroids with me and calling you a crack whore.
You know what, Tammy? Tammy, talk all you want, but you have to learn something. The Age to Fall is about action.
Security! Why don't you take this whore to the gutter where she belongs?
First, weighing 75 kilos, Masato Yoshino. His partner, weighing 82 kilos, Naruki Doi.
The code of honor is followed between the Stars of Ring of Honor and the Stars of Dragon Gate. Tag team action in the second bout as part of the Dragon Gate Challenge 2. Masato Yoshino and Naruki Doi take on Kevin Steen and El Generico.
That's Naruki Doi in the short tights and Masato Yoshino in the longer pants. Of course, fans of ROH recognize Naruki Doi as a former ROH tag team champion. Of course, along with Shingo back at the 50th Festival Liverpool, they won the ROH World Tag Team titles.
And Hitting the ropes, can't take Kevin Steen off his feet. This match held under Dragon Gate rules, meaning no tags are necessary. ROH officials letting the wrestlers decide what they want, and they decided Dragon Gate rules for this bout. Very quickly taking Kevin Steen off his feet, head scissors, both men back to their feet. Able to take Naruki Doi down. Once again, both men back up. The action will be fast and furious in many of these Dragon Gate associated matches.
And you'd think that an athlete the size of Kevin Steen wouldn't really care to be in a match that's that fast-paced, but don't let his big size fool you. He can go, and he's not afraid to go to the air and take a chance.
In comes El Generico, doing battle with Masato Yoshino. Yoshino, one of the fastest wrestlers you will ever see in a ring.
And Generico more than matching the speed with Yoshino right there, taking him off his feet and controlling the arm.
Yoshino reaches the ropes. And the fans recognize the talent of Yoshino as well. Shaking some life into that arm as he and El Generico circle inside the squared circle. Knuckle lock.
Yoshino coming down on the back of El Generico, snapmares him to the canvas. Quickly drops the leg right across the throat and goes for the cover. Just as quickly, El Generico able to kick out.
We've seen Yoshino in Ring of Honor several times before. He was part of the first Supercard of Honor in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. Back in comes Naruki Doi, kicking away at the midsection of El Generico.
El Generico off the ropes. Charges in and drives the elbow to the jaw, knocks him down to the canvas, and again goes right for a cover. Very little wasted effort on the part of Doi and Yoshino, immediately going for a cover every opportunity. Again, Generico able to kick out at two and backs him to the corner, makes the tag to Kevin Steen. A chop to the chest and a big right hand to the jaw.
The wrestlers of Dragon Gate known for their tag team excellence. Of course, Kevin Steen and El Generico, one of the very best tag teams here in ROH, and they have their sights set on someday holding the ROH World Tag Team Championships.
Someday won't be soon enough for Kevin Steen. He is guaranteed, made a promise that in 2008 there is going to be gold around his waist. Whether it's the World Tag Team titles or the World title, Kevin Steen promises gold in 2008.
Taking control of the head of Naruki Doi, backs into the corner. Back in comes Generico. Big double axe handle across the back.
Grabs hold of the head of Doi, brings him back to the center, scoop and a hard slam. Right into a cover, does not hook the leg, and Doi rather easily gets the shoulder up. And drives an elbow to the point of the jaw of Kevin Steen, knocking him to the floor, but turned his back on El Generico and paid the price.
Doi takes out the legs of Generico, spinning toe hold. Perhaps looking to cinch in a figure four, but keeping him in that position. And to his own corner he goes. In comes Masato Yoshino once again. So they make a wish with El Generico.
Pulling down on the ankles in opposite directions. And the pressure put on the groin and the hamstring of Generico.
Going to work on that leg.
Looking to take away the speed that El Generico brings to a match. Take the legs away from him.
Well, he is the quickest man on the ROH side in this matchup, so if they can take away his speed, then Dragon Gate duo certainly has the advantage in terms of the quickness.
And you also keep Kevin Steen on the outside if you continue to work over Generico in the ring. Double stop right to the wrist.
And Yoshino got great height coming off the top rope with that double stop. Generico in the world of pain in the corner as Doi continues to kick away at the midsection, and now double team work. Generico held in position as Yoshino drops the leg.
Into a Boston Crab, and then a drop kick caught him low right between the legs of his partner, and Kevin Steen's had enough.
Trying to come to the aid of his partner, and just mocking El Generico. Definitely hit low.
And another cheap shot on Steen by Doi. Doi claiming that drop kick went to the inside of the thigh. Didn't look like it from my vantage point.
Oh, that just shows that they're going to do whatever it takes to pull out a victory in this tag team matchup to even it up at 1 win apiece in the Dragon Gate Challenge 2. as Doi works over El Generico in the center of the ring. Yoshino holding Kevin Steen in the corner, now just standing on him.
El Generico in a submission predicament here. Well, Yoshino trying to do everything he can to stop Steen from breaking it up, but Generico won't give it up. Quickly goes for the cover. Able to get up at 2. Again comes Masato Yoshino. The box handle in the back. The Dragon Gate duo are starting to assert themselves here. Kevin Steen can do nothing but he'll stand on the apron again, get knocked down by Naruki Doi.
Generico is doing his best to try to fight off both men by himself. As more double teamwork here for the Muscle Outlaws. Double kicks to the midsection of El Generico. And really working over the abdominal region. Stereo kicks to the side of the head of El Generico.
Oh, great teamwork on the part of Doi and Yoshino. Another cover. Hooked the leg very deeply, and again, give Generico credit, able to power out at 2. A very frustrated Kevin Steen has some words for referee Paul Turner.
Crowd getting behind El Generico here. Get the advantage and get Kevin Steen back into this matchup. Submission predicament in the middle of the ring. Steen stepping through the ropes like he wants to come to the aid of his partner, but Naruki Doi holding him off.
It's the second time that Kevin Steen has tried to come to the aid of El Generico when he's been stuck in a submission predicament, but one of the 2 members of the Muscle Outlaws has put a stop to it, basically standing guard in the corner.
Generico hanging in there though, pinning predicament. Only 2.
Still a lot of fight left in El Generico, but how much more punishment can he take?
And he was in that submission hold for quite a while, but did not give it up. As Yoshino continues to go to work on El Generico, kicking away on the back. Generico back to his feet, firing away. Overhand chop from Yoshino.
Generico all the way into the wrong corner one more time as Naruki Doi holds him in place. Yoshino biting away at the face. Paul Turner was distracted by Doi.
He's kicking away at the side of the head, but Generico says no. He's digging down for some energy here. He's back to his feet, and he's firing back.
Exchanging shots. Here's a forearms from Yoshino.
Went to hit the ropes, but grabbed hold of his tights. And El Generico with the Blue Thunder driver.
Yoshino clutching the back of his head. All the impact down the back of his neck, but can Generico make the tag here? Double count applied.
Who's going to be able to get to their partner first here?
Generico a little disoriented, reaching for the wrong corner. Kevin Steen is a long way away on the opposite side of the ring.
Makes the tag. In comes Kevin Steen. Kicking away on Yoshino. Missile drop kick from Steen.
Catches Doi coming between the ropes. Step up Enziguri.
Doi out to the floor now. Steen hits the ropes. But Yoshino puts a stop to his momentum. Power slam from Steen. Cover. Only 2.
Used all the momentum that Yoshino had coming off the ropes against him in that power slam, but couldn't keep him down. Chop in the corner and sets him up top. Steen on the second, but Doi from behind with a double axe handle.
Doi with Kevin Steen. Reversal of the Irish whip. Doi into the ropes. Puts on the brakes. Steen charges, elevated up and over. Catches himself on the apron. Shot from Doi, but Kevin Steen firing back as they exchange strikes. Who's going to get the advantage here? Who's going to go down?
Open hand slap from Doi. And has Steen hung up in the ropes. Nowhere for Steen to go as he gets hit with the drop kick. Quickly to the outside goes Doi to the top.
Front flip senton across the back of Kevin Steen.
Steen was hung up in the ropes. And Doi came off across the back, and Generico now comes to the aid of his partner. Reversal by Doi.
Doing damage to both Generico and Steen in combination right there. And back in comes Masato Yoshino.
Yoshino charges, but Generico gets the elbow up. Gets the boot up. Springboard crossbody. Cover.
That's 2. Generico staying right on top of things. Backbreaker over the knee. He's looking for the split leg moonsault. But he gets the knees up into the midsection of Generico. Inverted DDT from Yoshino. Cover.
And again, can't keep him down for that 3rd count. And Generico credit. Still trying to fight his way back. Works that right hand. Standing switch. Elbow from Generico. Frees himself and hits the ropes. But it's Doi closing the gap. Generico never saw him coming. Got hit with that elbow.
Doi, fireman's carry. Doi 5s. Hits the ropes. But Kevin Steen with the super kick. Sends Yoshino to the floor. And now Steen and Generico with Haruki Doi. Overhand chop across the chest. Single-handed knuckle lock into the swinging DDT.
Right into the hands of Kevin Steen. Pump handle neck breaker. Cover.
Yoshino breaks it up. This Orlando crowd, fans from all over the wrestling world loving this action. Who's going to get to their feet first? All 4 men feeling the effects.
Chant of Mr. Wrestling rings out through the Orlando Rec Center for Kevin Steen, but it's going to be Generico and Yoshino up first. There's the speed of Yoshino we talked about.
Well, head scissors into the octopus. He calls it from jungle.
Another submission predicament for Generico, but this time Steen is able to make the save. But Haruki Doi comes to the aid of Yoshino. Double team now on Steen. Set him off the ropes, but they set too soon. Kick for Doi. Punch for Yoshino. Nice double team, however. Face first in the canvas goes Steen.
A flapjack bulldog combination from the Muscle Outlaws. And now they've got El Generico in the corner. More double team work.
Elbow from Doi and then gives a base to Yoshino to come flying off into the corner. Scooping a slam, Yoshino up top. Missile dropkick on the Steen and the senton on Generico.
Excellent maneuver from Yoshino. Hooks the leg. Generico with the shoulder up.
Oh, Yoshino swore it was 3.
2 of the best tag teams in wrestling today doing battle here in Orlando. These fans to their feet, and so is Masato Yoshino, fired up, ready to go. He's got El Generico. Combination of strikes, but a boot from Generico.
Generico off the ropes, glancing blow on that kick. Face to face. Generico off the ropes. Yoshino avoids that kick. Torbolino.
Here comes Haruki Doi. The Bakatari sliding kick, but broken up by Kevin Steen, making the save for El Generico.
Doi back to his feet, calling for Yoshino. Double team on Steen one more time off the ropes. Steen runs through the attempt. Double clothesline.
There's the strength, the size of Kevin Steen coming into play. Huge powerbomb. He's got Haruki Doi, package piled, no, powerbomb. Once again.
Drags him back towards the center.
Kevin Steen just decided enough of this speed. I'm just going to use my power, my size to take these 2 men down. And now Kevin Steen going to take flight as well. Again, using his size to his advantage if he can hit it, but Doi's back to his feet.
Steen took a little too much time and Doi made him pay. But Generico from behind comes to Steen's aid in the corner. Knife edge chop to the chest. Doi sent off to the corner, avoids his partner. Yoshino elevated.
Buster from Steen. Swanton! Splash! Cover! Generico can't believe it, neither can these fans. Only 2.
You can't get any closer than that. but somehow Masato Yoshino was able to get that shoulder up before Paul Turner came down with number 3.
A great combination from both Steen and Generico, but they can't put the Muscle Outlaws down. This is what happens when Ring of Honor and Dragon Gate come together. Could we see the Brainbuster on the turnbuckle from El Generico? He's got Yoshino up. But here comes Doi to try to come to the aid of his partner, pounding away on Generico. Doi's got him up. Yoshino.
Only 2.
Kevin Steen breaks it up.
Came from the floor at the last split second to save El Generico and tosses Doi out to the floor. Up and over the top. Wiping out Naruki Doi.
Inside the ring, Yoshino with Generico, but Generico with elbow strikes now. Gets the advantage. Half Nelson suplex. Cover. Only 2. Yoshino kicks out. Going for the Brainbuster. Nails it. These 2 teams giving it their all. Company pride on the line. Going for the Brainbuster once again. On the turnbuckle, can he get it? These fans want to see it, El Generico. Trying to get the maneuver, but Yoshino holding on, trying to block.
Firing away at the midsection.
Who's going to get the advantage here?
Yoshino hanging on with everything he's got. Shoves Generico down on the canvas.
Here comes Kevin Steen. Positioning Yoshino, package pile driver. Hits it.
Right into the Brainbuster.
You just witnessed 2 of the best tag teams in the world giving it their all, and Ring of Honor pulls out the win 2-0 now here in the Dragon Gate Challenge 2.
Here are your winners, the team of El Generico and Kevin Steen.
If anybody had any doubts, this is the proof. 2008, Sting is just a goddamn bum. I thought the match went pretty well for us. He almost made us lose it, but I got it back real good. Steve Generico, tag team champions real soon, baby.
This is Rebecca Bayless here at Intermission in Orlando, Florida, where we just saw an amazing tag match involving the Dragon Gate superstars with Kevin Steen and El Generico. Steen and Generico are actually outside right now trying to cool off, and I'm going to try to get a word with them about their defeat. Kevin, El Generico, guys have any anything to say?
Who's talking?
It's Becky. It's okay. That's my face up here. Okay, yeah. Hi, Ken.
Oh my God. You know what? We came here to relax and cool off, and I figured Orlando be a nice little vacation. It's too goddamn hot in here. Those Dragon Gate guys, God, they're so fast, they made us run like maniacs. We're faster than you. I mean, I'm a little bit faster than them, but still really hard to catch up to them. But you know what? Didn't matter how fast they were. Tonight, don't fall over yourself. Tonight, Steen and Generico proved just how good they are as a tag team. You're hiding my face. So you know what? Shh. No remorse core or whoever is tag team champions by then. Know this: when Steen and Generico get a title shot, those belts are gone. It's coming to us. When I get a world title shot, that belt is gone from whoever is champion. It's coming to me. We're gonna get it all, baby. All the gold or the silver or whatever it is. It's all coming to Steen and Generico. It's all coming back to Canada. And baby, when I get those belts, you know what? I'm gonna make sweet love to my wife with them. I'm gonna make sweet love. I'm gonna have it on. What are you gonna do? Gee, you can't make love to anybody. Gee, those belts are coming to us, whether anybody likes it or not, baby. Now let's go find somebody's pool we can relax in. But you can't swim naked this time. It's gross. Okay? No, don't take your pants off.
Steen and Generico. Let's go back to the show.
Introducing team number 1. First, weighing 81 kilos, B.B. Hall. His partner, weighing 96 kilos, Shingo.
Back from intermission and ready for the third matchup in the Dragon Gate Challenge 2 series between Dragon Gate and Ring of Honor, the new Hazard duo of Shingo and BB Hulk making his Ring of Honor debut to take on Age of the Fall, Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black, accompanied by Lacey.
And speaking of Lacey, vicious DDT on Tammy Sitch just a little while ago.
Yeah, I've heard that Tammy Sitch is recovering right now in the locker room, but you know, that's not the last that we're going to see of Tammy Sitch before this weekend is over.
Fans chanting for BB Hulk and Shingo, of course. Shingo, former ROH World Tag Team Champion, as are Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black themselves. And I was just in the locker room of Dragon Gate athletes before, during intermission. It's a much different place than it was just a couple of hours ago. When they first made their way to the building, they were very excited to be here. They had a lot of enthusiasm for the matches they were about to embark on this evening, and they find themselves now in a much different place, and it's a much different locker room. A very somber room, a very quiet room, a lot of thinking about what's to come here tonight as they now find themselves down 2 matches to none to Ring of Honor. They came a very long way here to give a good accounting of themselves, and they're very great athletes with a lot of pride, and the last thing they want to do is go back to Japan having lost this series to Ring of Honor. So I expect Shingo and BB Hulk to come out here very focused in this matchup.
Yeah, they don't want to let down their company. Company pride on the line here in this series is now BB Hulk controlling the wrist lock on Jimmy Jacobs. These two men, size-wise, about equal. Jacobs stopping away on the foot and turns it around on BB Hulk.
Controlling the wrist. BB shot to the midsection, cartwheels his way free, side headlock, controls the head of Jimmy Jacobs.
BB Hulk, quite the dancer.
That's quite the ring entrance by BB Hulk. That's something you see every day.
Oh,
nails the
kick.
You see every day either.
Great athleticism and agility shown by BB Hulk with that combination right there on Jimmy Jacobs. Send him reeling. He's back to his feet though as BB Hulk backs into his own corner.
Jacobs clutching the back of his head makes the tag to Tyler Black.
Tyler Black and Shingo now.
And Shingo runs right through Black with that shoulder tackle. Off the ropes. Catches him, but elbows to the back of the head from Tyler, frees himself, go behind. For the belly to back suplex, and Black lands on his feet, clubbing blow. Shingo reverses, Black off the ropes. Goes through the legs as Shingo went for the kick. Deep arm drag by Black, right back to their feet. And Black able to hit another arm drag. Avoids the right hand off the ropes. And takes him down with the head scissors.
Great exchange right here. Here comes Tyler Black. Comes charging in the corner with that elbow strike. Has the advantage on Shingo. They've got him in the corner of the edge of the fall right now as Jimmy Jacobs tagged back in. Shingo had a very successful extended stay here in Ring of Honor during late 2006 and early 2007. Of course, winning the ROH World Tag Team Championship along with Naruki Doi.
He also took, at then time, world champion Takeshi Morishima all the way to the limit, back in good times, great memories, and what turned out to be Shingo's last match here in ROH.
Until now. Near fall right there for BB Hulk. Trying to keep control of Jimmy Jacobs now at the side headlock. Jacobs grabs hold of the legs and drives BB Hulk into the corner.
A show of power there by Jacobs. He just hoisted BB Hulk up in the air and then drove him all the way across the ring into his own corner to make the tag. It's Tyler Black connected with a knife edge chop, but Hulk fires back.
An exchange of chops. And connects with the kick, takes Tyler Black off his feet. Lacey encouraging Tyler to fire back once again, but it's BB Hulk backing into his own corner. Back in comes Shingo, and double team work from the new Hazard. But Tyler Black with a combination of kicks, leapfrog from BB Hulk, DDT from Shingo, and a back senton to follow up. And now BB Hulk.
Right down across the chest, the BB Star Press only gets 2.
Great athleticism shown by BB Hulk here in his Ring of Honor debut. I tell a lot of the ROH fans, very educated to the Dragon Gate wrestlers, knew who he was before he even entered action here tonight. We heard his name being chanted.
Hesitated right there, and Black caught him with a knee to the midsection, a big right hand. And repeatedly firing away at the side of the head as Lacey continues to shout encouragement to Tyler Black. Hulk in the corner now, just getting choked. Todd Sinclair asking for the break.
Well, the choke will take away his energy, that's for sure. Tyler Black chopping away at the chest once again.
Shingo with some words for Todd Sinclair as BB Hulk fires back, and Tyler Black responds. Knife edge chop to the chest.
It's really laying into one another. A kick from BB Hulk hits the ropes. Elevated up and over, catches himself on the apron. A slap right across the face of Tyler Black and a boot for Jimmy Jacobs. But Tyler Black with BB Hulk sends him off the apron and down to the floor.
A moment of hesitation rotation where he turned his attention away from Black and to Jacobs, cost him, and Jacobs off the apron with an elbow.
Right down across the chest of BB Hulk. And sending him head first into the barricade. BB Hulk in a bad way out on the floor as Todd Sinclair trying to keep Shingo in his corner.
Shingo very frustrated at what's been going on with his partner, trying to call the attention of it to Todd Sinclair as another 2 count by Tyler Black, and instead he may have just cost BB Hulk a little bit there, giving the opportunity the Age of the Fall to continue to do damage. You can see the pressure and the urgency on the face of Shingo in the corner. They know they can't go down 3-0 here.
Another tag, in comes Jimmy Jacobs as Tyler Black holds him in position. Double stomp from Jimmy Jacobs. Shingo with his arm outstretched, hoping that BB Hulk can get to his corner and make that tag.
Shingo basically screaming at Hulk in the corner to come on and make the tag, but he's getting peppered by Jimmy Jacobs. Lefts and rights in the corner. Scoops him up and hangs him upside down the tree of woe.
Jimmy Jacobs tags Tyler Black. Referee tied up by Shingo once again on the other side of the ring as the Age of the Fall. Double team work. A pair of drop kicks for BB Hulk.
Nowhere for Hulk to go. Tied up in the corner. Cover.
But he kicks out.
Give Hulk credit. He's taken so much punishment here, but still able to power his way out.
He needs to get to his corner somehow. But Tyler Black is standing between BB Hulk and Shingo. Standing between them, making that tag.
Hard right hand from Black. Measures him for a headbutt right between the eyes.
And BB Hulk on his back as Tyler just stands on the side of his face. And stomping away now.
Flat of the foot right to the jaw.
Jimmy Jacobs and Lacey very pleased.
Black grapevines the leg as he makes the tag to Jacobs, making sure that BB Hulk can't make his way over to tag Shingo. And Jacobs drops the elbow across the chest. Another double team here from the Age of the Fall.
And now just both men choking BB Hulk simultaneously. Draws a warning from the referee.
Not very fancy, but extremely effective.
Jimmy Jacobs with BB Hulk, belly to back suplex, driving him down to the canvas. Glare right at Shingo in the corner from Jimmy Jacobs. Goes for a cover, but again, BB Hulk kicking out, trying to reach his arm towards Shingo's to make that tag. Shingo wants in so very badly.
Age of the Fall doing a very effective job of cutting the ring in half and really isolating BB Hulk. And again, double teaming rights and lefts to the top of the head. Shingo's had enough.
He's letting his temper get the best of him, and Tyler Black sends him through the ropes into the floor.
And there again, you see the urgency and the frustration on the part of Shingo. He's been forced to just sit idly by and watch BB Hulk being worked over for several minutes here. Desperate on the outside. Shingo doing anything he can to try and help his partner out.
And he knows the entire company of Dragon Gate is relying on himself and BB Hulk here to pull out a victory here. As he tries to crawl towards Shingo, but Tyler Black grabs hold of the leg and pulls him into the corner of the Age of the Fall, and in comes Jacobs again. Tyler Black holding BB Hulk by the hair, Jimmy Jacobs. Double team work here from the former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions.
Black elevated by Hulk all the way out to the floor. Jacobs charges, gets caught with the feet. Springboard missile dropkick. Can he make the tag?
He needs to get to his corner here. Black's out on the floor. Jacobs is down. There's the tag. Shingo, the legal man. But Tyler Black fires away before he can strike Jimmy Jacobs. Into the ropes he goes, duck of the clotheslines, and the Age of the Fall set together. Big suplex from Shingo.
Black with a boot to the midsection, a reversal, and another reversal. DDT! Dropped him right on his head, and Black immediately rolls out to the floor.
Shingo finally legally able to get his hands on them, and BB Hulk takes flight over the turnbuckle and out to the floor to wipe out Tyler Black.
Shingo turns his attention to Jimmy Jacobs now as Lacey's screaming at Jacobs to do something. Right hands back and forth. I don't think Jacobs wants to get into a fist fight with Shingo, but a boot to the midsection takes the momentum. Reversal. Jacobs to the corner, puts on the brakes. Elbow to the face of Shingo as he charges.
Wraps the legs around the head of Shingo. Around and around he goes and gets enough momentum to take Shingo off his feet. Jacobs just waiting for the right moment. Up to the second rope, but Shingo catches him! Gutbuster! Cover! Only gets two!
Jacobs at the last split second got that left shoulder up.
Shingo with Jimmy Jacobs. Works his way off the shoulders. Reversal of the whip. Shingo into the corner.
Tag was made, yes. Kick from the outside by Hulk. Right into the arms of Shingo goes Jacobs. Missile drop kick into a belly-to-back suplex, but all the way to the corner, and a tag to Tyler Black.
Goes for the springboard maneuver, able to knock down BB Hulk, and connects with the kick upside the head of Shingo.
Hulk right in, boot to the midsection, reversal, cartwheels on his feet. Kick to the chest, another one to the ribs of Tyler Black. He catches that one, and that one catches him right in the jaw.
Some very quick footwork from BB Hulk, waiting for Tyler to get back to his feet. Kicking away at the legs, at the chest. Oh, what a kick! Cover! Tyler Black kicks out.
Lacey was nervous enough that she almost crawled under the bottom rope to try and break it up herself. Hulk plants him and goes to the corner. All the way to the top. Moonsault lands on his feet. Standing shooting star, cover!
2.5, BB Hulk can't believe it. Gets him in position once again, going up top, a second time.
Tyler Black, however, to his feet. And BB Hulk gets crushed. Just what it looked like. Dragon Gate may have been on their way to their first victory in this series. Tyler Black puts on the brakes.
Going to work on BB Hulk, placed up top. Tyler now standing on the top rope. Both men to the top. Tyler Black with BB Hulk. Holds on.
Paroxysm.
Shingo makes the save.
Great power shown by Tyler Black, but getting caught with lefts and a chop from Shingo.
Big spear from Jimmy Jacobs. And the Dragon Gate duo down in a world of pain as Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black getting on the same page. Jacobs, the legal man, climbing up top while Tyler Black grabs hold of BB Hulk. Into the torture rack, Jacobs to the top rope. Back senton. Big boot.
The end time.
This could be it right here.
ROH is going to go up 3-0 right now.
BB Hulk trying to hang in there. Tyler Black face first into the turnbuckle, and Shingo makes the save for his partner.
Well, BB Hulk was starting to go limp in the arms of Jimmy Jacobs, but Shingo saved the day. Running clothesline in the corner. Shingo off the ropes. Hurricane Rana by Black.
Shingo out to the floor. Here comes Tyler Black. Connects with the dive. All four men feeling the effects of this contest. Lacey encouraging her men to get back up. Jacobs to his feet.
Hulk in the corner. Jacobs firing away with lefts and rights. Trying to bring Hulk out, but he hangs on. BB Hulk putting on the brakes. Back fist from Jacobs. Cartwheel by Hulk. Avoids the right hand.
Moonsault press.
But two worn down to go for the cover.
Double count administered by Todd Sinclair. Kicking away at Jimmy Jacobs is BB Hulk. Jacobs trying to grab hold of the leg. Tag to Shingo, and a tag to Tyler Black.
Both men hitting the clothesline. Either go down, both off the ropes. Black elevated, catches himself on the apron, misses the right hand and the left.
Forearm shot connects, springboard, but caught by Shingo. Drop kick from BB Hulk sends Jacobs to the floor. Double team work from the New Hazard. Cover! Jacobs breaks it up.
Just able at the last second to break free of the grasp of BB Hulk to make the save.
EVO from BB Hulk right there. And now, looking to finish off Tyler Black is Shingo.
Going for the last Valkyrie here. Black lands on his feet, gets caught with an elbow. Big boot.
Off the ropes comes Tyler Black. Knocking BB Hulk to the floor.
Huge lariat from Shingo. Cover! Only two.
He's got Tyler Black.
Here are your winners, the team of BB Hulk and Shingo.
The last falconry earns the victory for the Dragon Gate duo of Shingo and BB Hulk. It is now 2-1. They are the winners of the matchup, but the real winners are the fans.
Make sure to visit www.rohvideos.com to watch Ring of Honor on the internet for free. That's right, you can see ROH matches and much more on your computer for free at rohvideos.com. The ROH Video Wire is a must-see for any ROH fan, with highlights from the latest ROH shows before they are even released on DVD. The ROH Video Wire features exclusive promos, the latest news, and even complete matches. You aren't getting the full story unless you are watching the ROH Video Wire for free at rohvideos.com. Check out the Vaulted Classic series to see main event caliber matches featuring some of the biggest names to come through ROH. Plus, ROHvideos.com features many other matches with some of the biggest ROH stars. You never know what kind of stuff you are going to find at ROHvideos.com. The best part is that it is free at ROHvideos.com. There is no excuse not to watch Ring of Honor because it is free at ROHvideos.com.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to Ring of Honor. But, okay, made in Japan wrestler. Number one, American wrestler. Luchador, not number one. Made in Japan wrestler. Number one. We team. Made in Japan. Number one. Thank you, baby. We come back soon.
And we are ready for our fourth and final matchup as part of the Dragon Gate Challenge 2 series of matches between Dragon Gate and Ring of Honor. It's Jay and Mark, the Briscoe brothers, set to take on the Typhoon duo of Ryu Saito and Dragon Kid.
The Briscoes, of course, four-time former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, and they certainly have their sights set on regaining those belts as well as getting another measure of revenge on the Age of the Fall, but those are two issues for another time. Right now, they are focused on securing the victory for the Ring of Honor side in this Dragon Gate Challenge 2 series. They have an advantage of 2 matches to 1, and you got to know that Dragon Kid and Saito are looking to even the matchup at 2 apiece and earn themselves a draw here tonight.
And I don't think he's going to be able to lock up test of strength Greco-Roman style with Jay Briscoe. With that height advantage on Dragon Kid, he's a small wrestler, but he's very explosive, and he's very quick, can take flight, and he can stop away on your foot.
Especially when he gets you looking the other way. Here you go. Now he's even bigger. Now I bet you Jay can't reach him.
Time to get Greco-Roman up on the shoulders of his partner. And I think Jay, he's not going to back down. Greco-Roman knuckle lock here. See if he can power both Dragon Kid and Ryu Saito down to the canvas.
Saito down on a knee. Dragon Kid powered down to his knees.
Well, enough of that. Kick to the midsection and pounding away on Jay Briscoe. Now double teamwork.
Drop toe holds. Right back to their feet. Over the top they go. Stereo drop kicks to the side of the head of Jay Briscoe.
Mark enters the ring. He's got Saito sent to the ropes. Shoulder tackle takes him off his feet. Steps over Saito. Ducks the back elbow. And a head scissors right there from Saito. Mark Briscoe reverses the Irish whip. Into his own corner goes Saito. And here comes Dragon Kid. Nice springboard head scissors.
Kid able to catch himself as he saw Mark scamper out of the way. And some of that trademark quickness he's known for. Just waiting for Mark or Jay to make their way back into the ring. And Briscoe's conferring on the outside, talking a little strategy.
There's Dragon Kid, the innovator of the Dragon Rana, a front flip into a Hurricane Rana.
Jay Briscoe, the innovator of the kick to the midsection and a punch in the face.
Gets the job done. And continuing to kick away at the midsection. That's the tag. Back in comes Mark Briscoe.
Nothing pretty about the offense of the Briscoes here. Just going right at Dragon Kid and utilize their size and power advantage. Suplexes him rather easily down to the canvas and goes for the cover. Only able to get a 2 count.
Keeps control of the head of Dragon Kid, but drives Mark Briscoe into the corner. And in comes Saito once again, kicking away at the midsection himself. On Mark Briscoe, just stopping away in the corner. Now boot across the throat.
This Kid from the outside continue to do damage. And both athletes with their feet right across the throat. Briscoe fighting his way out of the corner. Trading right hands. And a kick and a forearm. Back Saito up. All the way to his own corner and makes the tag to Jay.
Now double team work from the Briscoes. Inverted atomic drop. Sent right into that knee strike. Cover. Dragon Kid breaks up the pin attempt.
Shoved back to his corner by Jay Briscoe, but the damage done to Saito. Coming down on the back one more time. High impact offense from the Briscoes. The Briscoes would love nothing more than to win this series for ROH, but they certainly have a battle in their hands. Saito not backing down. Momentum off the ropes, that overhand chop.
Saito's a very strong wrestler himself. If they want to go strike for strike, Saito will give it right back to the Briscoes. Dragon Kid to the top rope. Comes crashing down across the back of the neck. It's going to work on Jay Briscoe.
At the back of the neck and then takes him to the corner, face first to the buckle. Elbow to the side of the head. Standing drop kick right to the chest. And the snapmare out of the corner. Puts him in position and drops the knee down across the chest.
Lateral press but not hooking the leg. Jay Briscoe able to kick out. And the Typhoon Duo trying to cut the ring in half here. Double stomp off the top rope from Saito. But only gets 2.
All of his body weight crashing down on the midsection of Jay Briscoe. It's like they're targeting the chest and the midsection here, making it difficult for Jay to catch his breath. You know that's got to help the Typhoon Duos. They like to work at a fast pace. Dragon Kid in particular.
A bit of an assist right there from his partner for Dragon Kid to come swinging around with that kick. But a forearm shot from Jay Briscoe. Oh, Dragon Kid exchanging forearms with Jay.
Yeah, big mistake. He paid the price for it too. Immediately got sent right back into the corner of the Briscoes. And now Mark peppering him in the corner. Elbows to the back of the head. To the midsection. Gut wrench suplex. Right to his feet and off the ropes. And drives the knee right across the forehead. Cover.
Dragon Kid able to kick out. What the Briscoes need to do is ground a wrestler like Dragon Kid. Don't let him hit those ropes. Don't let him springboard off the top rope either. When he's in the air, he's at his most dangerous.
Standing switch, and Kid able to free himself with the elbow, but Mark ducks under, has him up on the shoulders.
Plants him in the canvas. Moonsault, but gets the knees into the midsection. Dragon Kid frustrating the Briscoes here. But there's the blind tag, chin breaker, and a big clothesline running off the ropes by Jay Briscoe.
A ton of momentum behind that clothesline from Jay. A lot of speed off the ropes. He just drove it right into the chest of the Dragon Kid and sent him down on the canvas. Decided not to go for a pinfall at that time. Scooping a hard slam and a quick leg drop right to the side of the head. Now goes for the cover. Did not hook the leg, and Kid able to slip out the back door.
Makes the tag, back in comes Mark Briscoe.
2 out, Jay.
Pounding away on the back, stomping away on the head of Dragon Kid.
Another tag by the Briscoes. Frequent tags as they've isolated Dragon Kid here. Reversal of the Irish whip off the ropes. Mark leapfrogs. Kid hits the ropes. Shot to the midsection. Jay from the second. Guillotine leg drop right on the back of the neck.
Not only connected with the back of the neck of Dragon Kid, but also drove him face first down on the mat with the impact right there. And he's struggling to get to his feet, and just kicking away is Jay Briscoe. Tearing away at the face through the mask.
There's a warning from the official. Drags him back to his feet one more time, sends Kid off the ropes. Another elbow right to the jaw sends him crashing down, and yet another tag to Brother Mark. Fist drop right between the eyes. Cover.
Briscoes have been very successful in Japan with the Pro Wrestling Noah organization. Of course, also defended the ROH World Tag Team titles on the Live in Osaka event against 2 teams from Dragon Gate.
A sleeper applied here by Mark. Trying to further wear down the quicker athlete, but Kid trying to get back to his feet. Chin breaker. Able to force a break in the hold, but can he make the tag?
He needs to get to his corner. Saito has his arm outstretched. But Mark Briscoe with the belly-to-back suplex prevents him from getting to his corner.
Just dragged him off the canvas and dumped him right on the back of his head. The tag to Jay. Double team chops in the corner by the Briscoes. Look at the height on that double heel.
Just got launched into the air. Saito elbowed to the floor by Jay Briscoe. And going back to work on Dragon Kid. Snap Mare has him in a seated position. A modified version here of the stretch plum from Jay Briscoe. See if Dragon Kid can hang in there.
The series is pretty much on the line right here. Dragon Kid is forced to tap. It's going to be all over. It'll be 3-1 for Ring of Honor, but Saito makes the save.
You know that the Dragon Gate team wants to end this series in a draw. 2 wins for both promotions. They don't want to let down their company. Body slam. And a split leg moonsault right there from Mark Briscoe.
Kid able to kick out, but he's got to find a way to make the tag. It has been all Briscoes for the past several minutes here. Made 7 or 8 tags. And have just punished the Dragon Kid here. And there's another tag from Mark to Jay. Another double team from the Briscoes. Kid sent for the ride. Pulls line by Mark. And then again, right into the big boot of Jay out of the corner.
Double press. Dragon Kid kicks out again. He won't stay down, but he needs to get to his corner. He needs to get Ryo Saito tagged in.
Right to the shoulder blades as Jay motions to the Kid to get up.
The Dragon Kid fans trying to encourage him to get back to his feet. Fire back.
Tried to throw a right hand, but absolutely no steam on that blow. Kid Can't say the same for that chop of Jay Briscoe, however.
Back in comes Mark. More double team work here from the Briscoes. Punches and shoulders to the midsection in combination. Gets out of harm's way for the moment. And able to connect with the kick to the back. Boot to the midsection though. Dragon Kid elevated. Chin breaker. He's got the Briscoes stunned and makes the tag. In comes Saito.
Running forearm in the corner. And just right hands back and forth between himself and Jay Briscoe. Off the ropes. Briscoe avoids the right. Runs right into a belly-to-belly suplex.
Just launching him overhead.
Dragon Kid back in the ring.
Brings himself to the floor with the Hurricane Rana. Perfectly executed by Dragon Kid. Off the ropes. Boot to the midsection by Saito. Fisherman suplex holding on the Fisherman Express. Combination of Fisherman suplexes and now elevates him into the Fisherman Buster.
They need this win badly. Hooks the leg. Only two.
Can't keep him down.
Jay still down on the floor. Feeling the effects as Mark cranks down the side headlock and then blocks with the elbow. Off the ropes. Forearm on Saito, off the ropes. Right hand, right back. Forearm from Mark. Saito off the ropes. Exploder! Right on the back of his head.
Cover. No, only gets two. Both men hitting very hard on that exchange. Saito brings the power for the Dragon Gate team in this matchup.
Went back to their feet. Headbutt from Mark Briscoe. Saito won't go down.
Company pride on the line. Blocks the attempt. Has hold of the arm. Dragon Kid. Springboard missile drop kick right to the arm.
Caught him right on the point of the elbow. Into the octopus.
Big boot right there. Saves his brother. Dragon Kid sent to the ropes. Tries to go through the legs, but caught.
Caught by the throat.
Jay Briscoe sent into the corner. Dragon Kid elevated up and over. Catches himself on the apron. Lands a shot. Springboard. Chin breaker.
It's a third or fourth variation on the chin breaker from the Dragon Kid. Able to pull one out every time he needs to escape. Very successful in doing so. Avoids that back fist and that boot. Catches him with the forearm, hits the ropes. Huge spine buster.
Just caught Dragon Kid and planted him with tremendous force. Cover. Only gets a near fall.
Jay motions to brother Mark to come and lend him a hand in the double team to Dragon Kid here.
Sent him to the ropes. Ducks underneath the attempt. Sends the Briscoes together. Dragon Kid caught in a bad position and just launched. Got down chest first. Double super kicks from the Briscoes.
Turned him inside out. Cover. But Kid able to kick out at two. Saito is out on the floor, but Mark had the way to the ring blocked. He wasn't going to be able to make the save. Kid forced to kick out on his own and did.
Dragon Kid knows it's all on the line. He needs to pull out a victory for Dragon Gate in this matchup. Mark Briscoe going to the top rope. Saito able to send Jay to the floor. Saito to the second rope. What does he have in mind here?
Got Mark Briscoe on his shoulders, seated on the top turnbuckle. Dragon Kid's on the apron, climbing up the ropes.
Overhand chops to the chest. Dragon Kid. A great combination from the Typhoon duo, but not enough to put him away. Keep around, Dragon Kid. blocks the Rana attempt, but a DDT. It's gut check time for these two teams.
Time for somebody to man up. Saito backs Mark Briscoe to the corner. Jay back into the ring. Saito avoids the right hand. Waistlock. Dragon Kid.
Good teamwork right there from the Dragon Gate team as they send both of the Briscoes into one another in the corner. These fans to their feet. Saito at a standing position. Dragon Kid as well. They've got Jay Briscoe into the ropes. Ducks the attempt. Kick to the side of the head. Dragon Kid.
Military press into the Death Valley driver. But not enough to put the Dragon Kid away.
He can absorb a whole lot of punishment. He refuses to lose this match for his company.
A double team from the Briscoes. Backbreaker by Jay. Springboard knee drop from Mark.
Saito dives in to make the save for his partner right there. Series of forearm strikes from Mark Briscoe. Hits the ropes. They collide in the middle of the ring, neither man going down, and again.
Then attempting the clothesline, but unable to execute. German suplex.
Oh, but a big boot from Jay Briscoe takes Saito off his feet. Can we see the Jay Driller? Has the arms butterflied, it blocks the attempt. Goes for that dragon suplex, but countered. Face first into the second turnbuckle, goes Saito. We see the springboard doomsday device from the Briscoes. He hits it.
Here are your winners, the Briscoes.
The Briscoes win the series for ROH 3-1. What an incredible effort from everyone involved in this series.
No, Sarah. Well, what? No, give me a chance here, man. No, listen. When have I ever done you wrong? Sarah? Sarah. Hey, wait a minute. Did you get that on film?
No.
I didn't give you rights to film that. You only have rights to film me when I tell you to. That's not on film, right?
No.
All right. How you doing? Is this great? All those bums are out dressing out there. We got our own private accommodation. You know what? Yeah. No sharing of anything. You know, I've been thinking. This hostile takeover is so exciting. I think I'm ready to sign my next people. Don't know who it is?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Up to the next level. That's what I'm talking about right there. And you know what? I think I'm going to make that move right now. Right now? Right now, baby.
So we do it, baby. Yes, sir. Talking about Dragon Gate just got a taste of the Briscoes. That's right. Now tomorrow night is really on tight to the ball. Jimmy Jacobs, man, it's on tomorrow. That's right. It's on tomorrow for y'all boys. Yes, sir. taking care of y'all boys. First matter of business. First matter of business. Y'all little punks. Then we get the belts back. Man up, boys. Man up.
A few seconds. This place was Armageddon.
Introducing team number 1, representing No Remorse Corps, first, the FIP World Heavyweight Champion, Roderick Strong. His partners are the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Davey Richards and Rocky Asuka Romero.
Time, baby. Business time. That's right. Get down and hell, man. Get down.
I know we've got a big main event match coming up. Coming up, but I've got something important to do, so you fans can just wait. Gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. Super Agent Larry Sweeney, pleased to meet ya. Huh? Hey, how you doing? All right, great. We'll come back to that later. Okay, great. Hey, listen, guys. As you may know, my agenda right now, I'm signing the cream of the crop in Ring of Honor to contracts with me, Larry Sweeney. We're making big money. Silence! Silence and listen to me! Now listen, you guys bring a lot to the table, you understand? You got all the belts, you've got more leverage than you realize. And I know you're not making the money that you should. So this is my proposal to you three. Right here, right now, we dissolve the No Remorse Corps, and you guys sign with me.
Larry. You know, that sounds like a great offer and all, but if you haven't realized, we do have all the gold, and we are at the top in Ring of Honor. So, Mr. Sweeney, I'm sorry, but there's no interest.
Okay, you know what, that's fine. I understand that. Now, it's a big decision. And I know you guys are wise men, so I expect you to think it out. Okay? I think we got a lot to talk about, and it was great talking, great doing business. Okay, you know what? You guys got a big match? Yes, good. You'll do great. I know that. Okay, here you go. From Southern Florida,
It's main event time here in Orlando. Trios tag team action. The No Remorse Corps of the ROH World Tag Team Champions, Davey Richards and Rocky Romero, teaming up with the FIP World Heavyweight Champion Roderick Strong to take on the Dream Tag Team representing Ring of Honor, Pro Wrestling Noah, and Dragon Gate all in one unit. Eric Stevens of Ring of Honor, Go Shiozaki of Pro Wrestling Noah, and Shima from Dragon Gate.
This is a rematch of sorts of one of the big matches at the Live in Osaka event. There was another matchup that pitted a team of Dragon Gate Noah and Ring of Honor stars against the No Remorse Corps, though Roderick Strong not a part of that matchup. It was Mochizuki taking his place for the evening in that match, and as they took on the team of Shima, Brian Danielson, and Naomichi Marufuji.
So changed up just a little bit here this evening, as only here in Ring of Honor you're going to see Pro Wrestling Noah and Dragon Gate joining forces on the same team, along with Eric Stevens. A big opportunity for him tonight, representing Ring of Honor in the main event.
It's going to be Rocky Romero starting things off for the No Remorse Corps against Shima for the dream team of Dragon Gate Noah and ROH.
Shima and Rocky Romero going to tie up here, Greco-Roman knuckle lock, bringing away on the arm of Romero. Turns it around on Shima, takes out the leg of Romero, steps through.
Now trying to find his way out, grabs hold of the wrist of Shima.
We've seen Shima several times here in ROH. Of course, it's become a tradition that the end of March, early April events here in ROH, we bring in the stars of the Dragon Gate promotion to compete for the fans here in the United States, the fans of Ring of Honor. As part of that tradition, tomorrow night, as part of Supercard of Honor 3, we will see the trademark Dragon Gate six-man tag team matchup. Teams from Dragon Gate battling one another in a highlight event as part of this big weekend.
They've been able to gain a clear-cut advantage back to their feet. Fans start to serenade the FIP World Heavyweight Champ with that all-too-familiar chant of Roderick. Apparently he's not a big fan of his name. All they're doing is saying his name, Dave.
And they're trying to console Roderick Strong in the corner. A little bit of an embrace from Davey Richards. Shima's ready to go here. Circles with Romero once again. Collar elbow tie up, side headlock by Rocky Romero. Setting the ropes. Shima holding his ground, but kicks away the legs of Shima. Step over by Romero. Leapfrog from Shima. Goes for the drop kick, but Rocky puts on the brakes.
Has himself a little dance for the fans here in Orlando. On the right hand of the chest, off the ropes with momentum, through the legs he goes. Avoids the back fist and the right hand. Waist lock. Turns him around into the snapmare.
Hard kick to the back. Shima really feeling that one, and into his corner he goes.
Fans want to see go.
And there is the tag. Go Shiozaki steps through the ropes.
Rocky doesn't seem like he wanted to back down, but now thinking better of it, and backs all the way to the corner, and it's going to be Davey Richards.
Well, both of these men can strike very hard. Shiozaki known for his hard chops.
Shiozaki, a full-time member of the Ring of Honor roster now. He made his way here from Pro Wrestling Noah. He'll be here for all of 2008, and he's looking to follow in the footsteps of the former world champ Takeshi Morishima.
Snapmare. Oh, kick to the back. But Shiozaki getting back to his feet. Huge chop from Shiozaki takes down Davey Richards.
Just as Roderick Strong is known for his chops, so is Go Shiozaki. And another one just clubs Davey Richards to the chest and right down to the canvas. Richards immediately gets caught in a front face lock, but drags him into his own corner where Roderick Strong tags in.
And perhaps the two hardest choppers in Ring of Honor today about to lock up. Strong and Shiozaki. Fans again getting on Roderick's case.
You talk about how hard Go hits. I mean, you saw what his chops did to the chest of the Necro Butcher back at his debut at Eye of the Storm.
Well, they really laid into one another in that one.
He just ran right through that chop.
The chop of Roderick Strong having no effect. Nice drop kick from Shiozaki.
Fans getting behind Go and makes the tag to Eric Stevens. Face first to the buckle. A vicious chop to the chest. And another chop from Stevens. Headbutt in the corner. You know, this match has to be so special for both of these guys, born and raised in the state of Florida, and here they are in a dream six-man tag, main eventing ROH's first event in their home state.
And tomorrow night they will battle singles style for the FIP World Heavyweight Championship. As part of Super Card of Honor 3, nice release over the head, belly-to-belly suplex by Eric Stevens, but Roderick kicks out.
And you know they want to get the advantage tonight heading into that matchup tomorrow. If one of these two guys can score the victory for their team, you know that's going to give them a great deal of momentum going into that match tomorrow night.
Body slam by Shima. Back senton right across the chest of Roderick Strong. Steps through, tying up the legs once again. But here comes Davey Richards to come to the aid of Roderick Strong, but Shima still has them all tied up. It's right in the middle of the ring, too. Referee making sure that the other members of the No Remorse Corps stay on the apron, but Rocky Romero stepping through the ropes. Referee trying to maintain order in this one.
Very difficult when you have 6 athletes and one referee for the referee to keep control, but Sinclair doing his best. He is the senior official and has decided this very important matchup.
Coach Shiozaki back in, as is Eric Stevens. Double team work here as they go to work on Roderick Strong. Double chop takes him off his feet. Shiozaki with the cover, but the referee tied up in the other corner with the No Remorse Corps.
That's exactly what you talk about when you talk about a referee having a difficulty keeping control of a matchup when there's 6 wrestlers. He's tied up with the 2 in the corner and missed an entire pinfall attempt by the team of Shiozaki, Shima, and Eric Stevens.
Camel clutch cinched by Shiozaki. Shima gets a head start. Drop kick right to the face.
No, and Dragon Gate working together. Where else are you going to see that but right here in Ring of Honor?
Working very well as a unit. Roderick Strong all the way out to the floor. Shima with Roderick. Back first into the steel. These fans encouraging Shima to continue the beating out on the floor. He brings the action inside, rolling Roderick Strong into Shiozaki once again. Oh, what a chop.
Sends Roderick off the ropes, sets too soon, caught with a boot. Roderick grabs him by the head, face first to the buckle, and makes the tag to Romero. Clubs him down to the canvas. And one half of the World Tag Team Champions goes to work. He dropped down across the throat.
Out to the floor once again. The referee doesn't see any of it as the No Remorse Corps double team Shiozaki. Rocky Romero with Shiozaki. Rolled back inside the ring as the referee turned around. Tearing away at the face now.
Eric Stevens thought about coming over to help Shiozaki, but thought better of it and makes his way back to the corner as Roderick Strong comes off the second rope with a boot. Vicious chop to the chest. And another.
Nice drop kick from Roderick Strong. Great height. Knocks Shima off the apron and takes a swipe at Eric Stevens, which ties up Todd Sinclair. Here comes Davey Richards on the other side of the ring.
Knee to the midsection as Go came off the ropes by Richards. Leaping headbutt sends Go to the corner. No Remorse Corps making yet another tag.
He's keeping a fresh man in there to go to work.
No pun intended.
Exactly. Face first into the top turnbuckle goes Shiozaki. Morsel of the whip. Romero into the buckle. Gets the boot up. Now to the second rope goes Romero. Cross body, but great strength by Shiozaki. Caught him.
Avoids the enziguri.
Big chop from Shiozaki takes him off his feet and tags Eric Stevens. Going to work on all of the No Remorse Corps. Stevens all fired up here.
Sends Roddy for the ride. Runs right into the boot, however. Right into the Samoan drop goes Roderick Strong.
He just caught him out of midair. Now Davey Richards, knee strikes to the midsection, pounding away on the back of Eric Stevens. He's all over him, trying to keep control, brings the action to the floor, and once again, Romero and Richards going to work on the floor. Shima trying to come to the aid of his partner. Referee not seeing any of the double teamwork on the floor from the ROH World Tag Team Champions.
Just working over Eric Stevens. Right in front of the fans here in Orlando.
Stevens rolled back inside the ring. Referee making sure that Shima and Shiozaki stay in their corner. Meanwhile, Rocky Romero still with hold of the boot of Eric Stevens to try to keep him in their corner and away from being able to make a tag.
No Remorse Corps in control of the matchup, working over Eric Stevens. Oh, hard knee right to the rib cage by Strong. And what was earlier tonight, that whole deal with Larry Sweeney coming out, trying to sign the No Remorse Corps. Now the hostile takeover trying to be continued, just like he did with the Hangman 3, but
that offer rejected by the No Remorse Corps.
Yeah, they didn't really seem too interested.
Not at all. Oh, what a chop from Roderick Strong. Right across the chest of Stevens, and in comes Davey Richards again.
And Stevens to the ropes and fires him off. Running clothesline takes him down. Stevens looking to make the tag, but covered by Richards instead. Shima in to break it up.
Oh, what a kick from Davey Richards to the chest.
Richards and Romero both known for their lethal kicks. That one right to the sternum of Eric Stevens, who finds himself in the wrong corner. Snapmare by Romero.
Seeing such great teamwork from the No Remorse Corps because they know each other so well. They're a regular duo in professional wrestling. Whereas the Dream Team on the other side are not used to teaming with one another and don't have that teamwork on their side.
You're seeing an example of it right here.
Just holding Eric Stevens. Great double teamwork. Roderick Strong keeping control of the arm of Eric Stevens, keeping him in the corner of the NRC.
Forearm dragon twist by Strong, clubbing down across the back. Eric Stevens just hung up in the corner. Davey Richards giving a hand and makes the tag of Roderick Strong. Richards now in. Golden Light suplex with a bridge. Can't hold Stevens down. Again, Stevens looks to make the tag, but gets cut off by Richards.
Head scissors applied down on the canvas, looking to take away the power, the strength, all the energy of Eric Stevens here. Good view for referee Todd Sinclair to make sure that Stevens' partners stay on the apron while this hold is cinched in.
And just as you mentioned it, both Shima and Shiozaki try to come to the aid of Stevens, but Todd Sinclair right there to send them back. This time Shiozaki able to get away from Sinclair, but unable to get Stevens back to his corner. Richards continues the attack. Another kick to the chest.
Another tag to Roderick Strong. Takes out the legs of Eric Stevens, keeps hold of him. Slingshot right into the forearm from Romero. Springboard knee drop.
Chest of Stevens was exposed. He was hung over the knees of Roderick Strong as Rocky Romero came off the top. doesn't really have that whole Asuka thing down, I don't think.
Yeah, never do that again, Roderick Strong. And again, Rocky Romero, much like we saw with Davey Richards, just trying to wear him down, take away his energy with that head scissors. Now trying to, once again, cut off the circulation, wear down Eric Stevens. When he's digging down, he's trying to get back to a standing position. He's got Rocky Romero up on his back and drives him down.
All of his body weight down across the chest, and just as soon as it looked like Stevens was going to have the opportunity to make the tag, it's Strong and Richards coming across to knock Shima and go down to the floor.
Roderick Strong with Stevens placed up top. All three of the No Remorse Corps inside the ring. They got Eric Stevens in a bad position. Elevated Rocky Romero with the drop kick.
Richards now in the corner. Stevens still hung upside down. Oh, he punched her right in the nuts. Nothing fancy about that.
Not at all.
Living up to the name No Remorse Corps right there.
Back in comes Roderick Strong. Hard chop across the chest. How much more can Eric Stevens take? The No Remorse Corps just taking turns, dishing out the beating.
We've seen Strong and Stevens in some absolute wars, but I don't think he can take too much more. Trying to struggle through the legs to make the tag. Strong trying to keep himself between Stevens and the corner.
Shoulder to the head, French Chancery. Mr. Davey Richards with that forearm to the back to try to prevent Stevens from getting to his corner.
Crowd firmly behind Eric Stevens. But Roderick able to single leg him off of his feet. Another wicked chop to the chest, the beat red chest of Eric Stevens.
And another submission hold cinched in by Roderick Strong. All three of the No Remorse Corps have chosen to wear down Stevens while they have cut the ring in half. Back to his feet again. Firing away at the midsection of Roderick Strong. Forearm shot. But caught in the power slam.
Stevens is very close to the corner. He's got to make the tag here.
Very, very close to his corner.
I don't think he realizes how close he is. But Roderick also has trapped the arm of Eric Stevens. Finally able to break free and makes the tag to Shima.
Shima steps through. Davey Richards there for him. Ducks underneath the attempt. One blower from Shima. Roderick Strong moved to the midsection. Shima lands on his feet. Double stomp on both men.
Pops right back up and turns to Davey Richards, but gets caught with a headbutt. Avoids that and hits the kick right to the face. Springboard, the kick to the back of the head, right to the opposite side. Springboard drop kick.
Now battling with Rocky Romero, overhand chops. Shima into the ropes, stuck in the clothesline. Knee to the midsection, takes away his momentum. There's Go Shiozaki with Rocky Romero. Big shoulder tackle.
This one's starting to break down a little bit here.
Crowd getting behind Shiozaki. Forearm exchange.
Romero trying to cut him down with those kicks. Goes to the ropes. Avoids the kick and rolls him up. No, right to his feet. Waist lock.
Going for the German suplex. Romero fighting it off. Elbows. Hard chop. And again. Romero into the buckle. Ooh, what a chop. Just caving in the chest of Rocky Romero.
Go hits the buckles. Rocky charges. Go able to avoid him. Chop to the back. Hung him upside down and chopped him out of the corner. Cover.
Shiozaki just chopping from every position. There's Roderick Strong pounding away on the back. Chops of his own. Now Shiozaki set in the corner. It's the boot up. Clothesline in the corner.
On the second, places go up on the top. Strong follows him up. All the way up top goes Roderick. Superplex.
Took a lot of Shiozaki, but also the back of Roderick Strong, who now... Oh, only a near fall. Couldn't go for the cover immediately, but he finally crawled over and made that cover. Couldn't keep him down. Going for the Gibson driver.
Stevens from behind makes the save.
Just a taste of the rivalry, the hard-hitting style of both Roderick Strong and Eric Stevens. The TKO. Stevens sets his victory, going for the Dr. Bomb.
Roderick quickly drives him to the ropes, and both men out to the floor.
Davey Richards and Rocky Romero inside the ring now, as Eric Stevens placed on the ring apron. Combination of kicks from the World Tag Team Champions.
Richards with the dive wipes out Stevens of the aisle.
Rocky Romero going for the head scissors, but caught and driven into the ring post. Here comes Shima.
Wipes out Rowdy as well. Try to encourage Eric Stevens back to his feet.
These fans to their feet, and so is Eric Stevens.
Stevens back to the ring.
Shima, Shiozaki, and Stevens trying to get on the same page here to try to pull out the victory here.
Rocky Romero is at no man's land.
Into the corner he goes. Shiozaki with the chop. Choo-choo from Eric Stevens. And a basement drop kick from Shima.
Drag Romero back to the center. Right into Eric Stevens' arms.
Nice combination. Shima with the cover. Only gets two.
Romero somehow able to kick out. Scooping a slam by Go.
Got a beautiful moonsault. Up to the top he goes. Great height. A mad splash from Shima. But the NRC breaks up the pin attempt.
All 6 men in the ring now. Stevens pitched out to the floor by Richards.
I might want to turn around. Go Shiozaki and Davey Richards face to face.
Repeated kicks to the face. No effect on Go.
More kicks.
More chops.
Exchanging hard kicks and chops. And a super kick. And Zagiri.
Go looks dazed. Strong has him on the shoulders. Gutbuster. Both knees right to the midsection. Romero. Swinging DDT.
Richards with the cover. Too close to the ropes. Shiozaki with the boot across the bottom rope.
A cocky cover by Richards there. If he would have turned over and hooked that far leg, he probably would have had him.
Got Shiozaki in the corner now. Double team work from Roderick Strong and Davey Richards. Running forearm strike, running clothesline. And Romero with the running knee.
Right into the wheelbarrow. And driven knees first by Richards into Shiozaki. Yakuza kick out of the corner by Strong. Cover.
Shima breaks it up. Here's Eric Stevens as well, pounding away on Roderick Strong. Sends Davey Richards to the floor. Chopping away. Ducks that attempt. Combination of open hand strikes from Rocky Romero.
Avoids the clothesline. Head scissors takes Stevens off his feet. Went for the knockout kick, but missed. That one caught. Missed the enziguri, but not that one.
Able to connect with the kick. Staggers Eric Stevens into the corner. Go Shiozaki back inside the ring. Romero just waiting for him. Another high knee strike on both men.
Go misses the lariat. Eric Stevens does it. Cover.
Again, the pinfall attempt broken up by the No Remorse core. You can tell how bad both of these teams want the victory here. Davey Richards with knee strikes now on Eric Stevens. Trying to soften him up. More knee strikes from Richards.
Belly to back suplex on the apron by Strong on Go.
Richards hits the ropes. Elevated. And planted into the canvas. Can we see the Doctor Bomb from Stevens? No, countered. Almost had him.
Great bridging roll-up, but only got two.
Chin breaker. Stevens to the floor. In comes Shima. Boot to the gut by Davey Richards. Reversal of the Irish whip. Handspring, but a drop kick puts a stop to it. Shima with Richards. Perfect driver.
Again, Roderick Strong able to make the save. Shima lands on his feet, goes for the roll-up. Strong hangs onto the ropes. Super kick blocked. Half Nelson backbreaker. Cover.
There's Eric Stevens to break it up. And again, we see Stevens and Strong face to face. Still on their feet.
Step up enziguri by Strong. If they've got anything left, they're going to fight for the world title tomorrow night.
The FIP World Championship on the line tomorrow night. Leg cradle. Drives him down to the canvas. Eric Stevens.
Nails him with the lariat. Go for the Dr. Bomb.
Knee strike from Rocky Romero. Sends Stevens to the floor. Super kick by Shima on Roderick. Got him up. Sunset flip. Only two. Takes out the legs of Shima. Has the shoulders down. Only two.
Couldn't hold him. Looked like he was going for the stronghold. Shima blocked it, but a pinning attempt by Strong got him a 2 count.
Fireman's carry by Roderick Strong, going for the gutbuster. Avoided. Double stop from Shima. He's got Roderick Strong. Has him up. Schwein. Cover. Only two.
Strong kicked out. Somehow got that shoulder up. Shima's trying to finish him off here.
Shima nails it.
Here are your winners, the team of Eric Stevens, Go Shiozaki, and Shima.
What a victory for Shima against the No Remorse core. What a night of action. We've got another one tomorrow night again here in Orlando for Super Card of Honor 3. Thank you for joining us.